standalone elite D1 training course is all you need to take your performance from subpar to the creme de la creme of athletes all around the world. The purpose of this course is to give you a comprehensive weight training, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance program that is meant to prepare young athletes for collegiate and professional sports. This course is packed with over 2 hours of creative, action-packed lifts narrated and coached by yours truly to assure increased strength, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance. Hey, I get it. Training alone can be tough and can even make you feel misguided or somewhat unmotivated. But with this course, I walk you step by step through each and every lift to make sure you're using the proper form to prevent injuries and that you're hitting the correct muscle groups to render maximum results. So what are you waiting for? It's now or never. So go ahead and get the training course today so you too can reclaim your throne. What's good, Shadow Realm? It's your boy Reclaim Your Throne coming at you with another crazy video. But first, my goal is to get to 10,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe. You already know. Reclaim your throne. So, guys, we have to talk about this. We have Shannon Sharpe in the news once again. And for this time, it's not good. Now, y'all already know I'm on Unk's side. I do not believe in these false accusations. I don't believe in what these hoes is talking about. And Shannon Sharpe came with some strong evidence denying the pretty much salacious allegations against him. So what we're going to do is we are going to break this thing down. And this is probably going to be the most thorough breakdown because I am actually going to read the civil complaint filed by the Busby law firm. This is the ambulance chasing false allegation lawyer who strung up the false allegations against Jay-Z, tried to link him to the Diddy parties. It didn't work. Case ended up getting dismissed. So y'all already know I'm with Unk on this one. We already know Shannon Sharpe don't gotta take no pussy. Now, obviously, there are guys who you would think, hey, this guy don't gotta take none, but he's taking some. Shannon Sharpe is not that type of dude, and he doesn't ever, he doesn't strike me as that type of guy either. Just from watching him, the way he moves, I mean, he's pretty open about his sex life. He did have the little audio Instagram live tape leak. The come on, Michiel. Come on, Michiel. And I'm glad to know that it wasn't Michiel that fucked around and filed this lawsuit. You know what I'm saying? Because he over there stroking Michiel's cheeks on Instagram live. He's like, come on now. Hey, come on now, Michiel. Don't tap out now, Michiel. You almost there, Michiel. Hey, come on now. Get this country bumpkin dick now. Come on now, Michiel. Oh shit. God damn. And yeah, I mean, it's just wild that you could have a bitch just randomly make a false allegation against you and there's no repercussions. Like, this woman is not going to face any consequences when we know that this is a false allegation. We know this is fake. We know that this is hogwash. We know that this is BS. We know that Unk ain't like that. We know Unk ain't got to take no pussy. We know that Unk is a Southern nigga with Southern charm. Okay. And he's not, he don't have to do all that. He's a ladies' man. Like, Unk is a player. Unk, from my knowledge, ain't never been married. He's out here. He's been out here in these streets. He knows how women work. He know the game. He has great relationships with the hoes that he fucking with, and that's just the type of nigga that he strikes me as, for one. And then that's just what I'm, the way I'm seeing how he moving, how he give Michelle in that video. You know what I'm saying? Like, she ain't got no complaints. So we're going to talk about this. We're going to read the civil complaint. It's not a criminal complaint. And that's how you know a bitch is making a false rape allegation. And y'all already know what, I mean, we're going to say great for the rest of the podcast just because YouTube is on some BS. But y'all already know that my saying is all women make false rape allegations directly or indirectly. Now, this is not to say that, it doesn't happen or this, that, and third. Yeah, we already know it happens, whatever. What I'm saying is a bitch will literally, parrot something that another bitch told her. Like a bitch will say, oh yeah, well, I got raped and this and a third. And then she'll go tell her friend that, and then her friend gonna go tell somebody else. And then so she doesn't confirm, she doesn't pry to get any other information because it's a sensitive topic. But every time, and I'm not even gonna lie, every time a girl tells me, yo, I've been raped or this and a third, you know what I do? I say, so what happened? And 9 times out of 10, the girls who were actually great, they will tell you. But the ones who flex up and don't want to tell, what do you mean? Are you denying my experience? Yeah, actually, now I am. At first, I was just inquisitive and I was just wondering what happened. How did that situation happen? Like, did he drug you? Did he, hit you over the head with a club and take you in a back alley? Did he, try and do the stealthing thing? We covered stealthing a while ago, where you hitting it and then she's saying, oh yeah, I liked it with the condom, and then you take the condo off and then go in. Was it that type of, because there's different types of things that they're describing as rape now. So I just say, yo, man, you need to ask questions. When a bitch say, oh yeah, I got raped. All right, what happened? What happened? And then I'ma tell you if that was grape or not. You can't just say, oh yeah, I fucked the dude and then he was an asshole to me afterwards, so he raped me. No, bruh. That don't count, bruh. It doesn't count. Or he wouldn't pay me, so I'm just gonna say he raped me. Like, that shit is whack as fuck, and it ruins a guy's reputation, ruins a guy's life. Everybody's gonna see the rape accusation. And then these blogs, especially these black blogs, you would think that they would say, oh, they would have a headline that is favoring Unc, but they printing it like it's true. They are printing it like it's true. And this is what the media does. The feminists ran media, the matriarchal media. And it's ridiculous, bro. The LGBT media. That's what, and they want this to be true so bad. They wanted Unc to be gay so bad. Unc ain't gay, bro. Come on now. Stop it. Stop it with the, bro. He's a Southern nigga with a lisp. So he got a country accent and he got a lisp too. The voice can be confusing. But then when you see Unc, you be like, oh, no. He just one of them big tongue niggas. When a nigga got a big tongue, I mean, the nigga is like, what, 6 foot, 250, 270. You know what I mean? He's a big dude. Nigga got a big tongue. Pause. You know what I'm saying? So he can't fit all that tongue in his mouth. That's why he called like this. That's why he called like you. Cause he a big tongue Southern nigga. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that. I know a whole bunch of big tongue niggas. They're not gay. Okay. So just to address that, and they're saying that, oh well, Unc did the Instagram, I'm gonna call it Instigate. he did the Instigate in order to prove that he wasn't gay. Here's the thing. I don't believe that, and the reason why I don't believe it is because he's an old nigga. So, old niggas, they're not really that tech savvy. Like, oh, I was just on the Instagram. See, when a nigga say the Instagram instead of Instagram, oh, yeah, I was just on the Instagram. Nigga, it's just Instagram. It's just Instagram. It's not the Instagram. When a nigga say, it's just the Insta. I was just on the Instagram and I was scrolling down my page and yeah, that's how it's just an old nigga. It was just a technical difficulties moment for him. That's what I believe. But anyways, let's get into the article. The article, Yahoo Sports. Yahoo Sports is I'm not gonna say they're running with the narrative. I'm not gonna say they're running with the narrative, but they're printing the story, they're running the story. Shannon Sharpe has been accused of grape and battery in a new $50 million lawsuit. Okay, now, look, grape is a horrible thing. I'm going to state that. Grape is a horrible thing. It's not good. It's bad. Bad grape. Bad. Bad grape. But ain't no pussy worth $50 million. So when you know a bitch is going for the $50 million, not 5,000, Not 50,000 like she originally said. Each booty cheek is 25,000. No, the fuck it ain't, bitch. You go to the DR and each booty cheek is 4,000 max, bitch. If you get a BBL, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no ass cheek, no $25,000. You got the price on ass cheeks. You said it's 2,500 each. Yeah, that sounds more like it. Yeah, ain't no ass $25,000 each, and that's what she claimed to say. So now she think the ass and the pussy together is 50 million. Bitch, girl math. That's literally girl math right there. If a false rape allegation that don't go criminal and go straight civil and then ask for $50 million ain't a fucking girl math example, I don't know what is. I don't know what is, bro. This is some girl math, hoe math type shit, bro. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, big dog. So yeah, man. Yeah, I'll just say, yeah. I mean, we already know this shit is fake. Yeah, no, no. Like Charleston Wayne. Yeah, this shit fake as fuck. So anyways, the NFL player turned broadcaster was sued in Nevada on Sunday for allegedly raping a woman referred to as Jane Doe. And now we actually do have her name. Her name is Gabriella Zuniga. Gabriella Zuniga. So, little Venezuelan illegal alien pussy. You know what I'm saying? That shit costs you. That Venezuelan, Mexican, Honduras, goddamn El Salvadorian, that illegal alien pussy, once they cross the border, nigga, it's a threat. Once they get over the get through the Gulf of America and cross the border, nigga, it is a threat. You need to treat that pussy like a threat. Okay? You need to treat that pussy like a threat because y'all are over here thinking, oh, yeah, I'm going to bring the passport bros to me. See, you ain't got to go overseas to get a bitch to act right. Just get a bitch from overseas. No, you're trapping backwards. You're doing it the wrong way. You're giving up the game. You're moving goofy. Bro, what do we tell you about bringing sand from the beach back to the States? It don't work. That shit start turning brown and gray and shit after a while. That sand don't stay yellow, that golden yellow. You know what I'm saying? That golden brown. That shit gonna turn doo-doo brown. That shit gonna turn gray. You try to bring sand back from the beach to the States, and you thought that illegal alien Venezuelan pussy was worth it, big dog, Shannon Sharpe. And here's the thing. That ain't no problem. I ain't mad at Unc. You know I got love for Unc. I'm not mad at Unc at all. I'm just saying, like, you know, big dog. I know niggas got to put niggas got to put their pride up and say, yeah, I've been dealing with bitches for 50 years, nigga. See, an old nigga don't want to listen to a young nigga about dealing with hoes, but they didn't get the software update. yeah. They ain't get the software update. Okay, so the old niggas, they dealing with bitches the old way. They not getting them to sign NDAs. They not getting them to sign consent forms. They say, oh, the bitch like me. Oh yeah, they love some Unc. Bitch be calling me Unc in the bed. Like, Unc. You know, Unc, I gotta throw some. We know it's fake. I'm never gonna present it like it's fake. You know, I gotta throw some jokes in there, but we got love for Unc. But I'm trying to tell you, big dog, you need to talk to some young niggas about dealing with that young pussy. Now, if you want to deal with, okay, 40-year-old, 50-year-old, okay, cool. That ain't no problem. That ain't no problem. You deal with the old bitches, Unc. You don't even gotta text them. You ain't even gotta text them. You ain't even gotta have the blue bubbles, nigga. You send them green bubbles and they replying. Like, god damn. Shit, but you deal with this young pussy, you deal with this young little illegal alien pussy. For one, you know they scammers. You know all them illegal alien hoes is scammers, so they gonna run you for your pockets. Yeah, they got a prostitution culture. Listen up. For all you young niggas and all you old niggas who don't understand the game, overseas is a prostitution culture. So if he ain't coming off that bag, look, and she charging based off of one, she's charging based off of your goofiness, respectfully, respectfully. She's charging based off your goofiness. She's charging based off of your lack thereof of the understanding of the game. And she's charging based off of her attraction to you. Those are the three metrics when it comes to dealing with whores. I'm talking about prostitutes. Those are the three metrics that they base their pricing off of. Those are the three metrics that they base their pricing off of. Okay? Your goofiness, game goofy. She see you chuckling and, oh, I can't wait to get in that pussy. She see you like, hey, she gonna let you hit a couple times now. She gonna let you hit a couple times, but then you got to put down a down payment. And everything I'm saying, Unc will watch this. He'll be like, yep, you right, young nigga. You right. Yep, you right, young nigga. But you know, he can't say it publicly. And this is a very stressful situation, especially for old niggas. This is a stressful situation for old niggas and young niggas who don't got money, right? But a old nigga, you know, they're still, my reputation is everything that I got. So, you know what I'm saying? Like that, this really hurts them. Like emotionally, like this, the older generation, they're not wired the same as the young generation. So, you know, us YNs, man, that bitch lying, bro. We'll come on Instagram live and blast that bitch. Like a YN will literally make a video, man, fuck that bitch, man. I'll fuck that bitch. You know what I'm saying? That's how a YN will address a false allegation. But, you know, he's from the older generation, and these really hurt their, like, obviously, Unc is a tough guy. I'm not saying he's a soft dude whatsoever. But, you know, they was, and I was too. I got an old soul, so I know we was listening to R&B love music. I'm so tired of being alone. I'm so tired of staying out. Like, you know, we have a yearning for love. Like, we got a loving heart, right? Especially us Malcolms, mildly attractive, lucrative, communicative, operational, likable men. And Shannon Sharpe is indeed a high-level, top-tier Malcolm. He's molded himself into that outside of athletics. So he has molded himself. He has formed himself. He has taken about the clay of life and has molded it into a structure that is damn near unbreakable. Okay? And the reality is that the older niggas, they loved harder. They was listening to that R&B. They was listening, my ship has finally come. Now the tide is coming in. I see where it's flowing. Out there on the ocean, I know my ship is coming in. They listen to that. They listen to that old shit. You know what I'm saying? So they were listening to that love music, that love making music. That shit you got to go back to the 90s to get. That shit you got to go back to the 80s, the 70s to get. They was listening to them love songs, so they love like hard. Even a bitch that they know they ain't never gonna commit to. I mean, like I said, I love all my bitches, right? So like that's the type of love that we got as, you know, Malcolm, successful black men. We got love for life. We got a love for life. We got love for people. You know, Unc wake up every day, put in the work, hit the gym, do everything he's supposed to, wake up 6 a.m., hit the gym, get on the podcast, wake up for ESPN, different time zone. He's still logged in on time. Never took a day off. Never, you know, he was doing that on First Take, going back to back with Skip, working in a hostile work environment, coming with a smile on his face every day to work. Unc has described this scenario to us. That positivity mindset, that push through mindset, that perseverance. So yeah, he gonna get through this, just like his boy Michael Irvin got through it. So, because Michael Irvin got a false allegation against him. So, you know, Unc knows what's good, bro. Like Unc is, you know, he's one of them older niggas, so he love her. So this really hurt his feelings, bro. You could tell. Now, obviously, yeah, this is bullshit, but I wouldn't even be surprised if Unc shed a tear about this one, because when you got a little bad thing and we ain't seen her face, we don't know what she looked like yet, but I'm assuming she a little, you know what I'm saying? I know I got good taste. We seen the pictures of Michelle. We seen it. Oh, we seen it now. We seen the pictures of Michelle, and she was an older bitch. And I'm not saying Unc don't got game. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying Unc doesn't know how to deal with the next generation of hoes. And people are posting pictures of what this bitch looked like and all this kind of shit. And, some of them are fake. I haven't seen a real picture of the real woman yet, so I wouldn't be so quick to jump to conclusions about who this woman is. Obviously, everybody is scouring the internet trying to find a picture of this woman, Gabriella Zuniga. But to no avail. I personally have not seen, and they're floating around this, a yearbook picture of this fat bitch. I don't think that was her. I know Unc. I know Unc ain't crashing out like that. But yeah, shout out to Silent Night. He says, I don't believe it either. Lakers in 5. Yep. So shout out to Silent Night again. He said, you wildin'. Shout out to Daco. How you doing, bro? How you doing, big dog? Medium E. What's good? What's goody? Craigatron. What's good? My dog. Okay. So we already know that Unc finna come out this thing unscathed, but it hurts his reputation. Okay. It hurts his name. Okay. It hurts his status with other women. Right? Because now everybody's like, oh, he a creepy rapist. He's a creepy rapist. That's what they're gonna say. When he's sliding in the DMs. Oh yeah, he's a creepy rapist. All right, now people are saying Gabriella Zuniga is a girl from BYU. I don't know. Let me see. I'm trying to verify this. But that would make sense, kind of. I'd say it would make some sense. Because Zuniga. Because he's in the athlete space, so he's seeing and around a lot of college-aged women, right? Yeah, so we're still looking for who this woman is. I'm just scrolling the explore page to see. I mean, there's a lot of Gabriella Zunigas. It's hard to tell which one. It's hard to tell which one, honestly. But there was one girl who did deny that she was Gabriella. Yeah, so people are desperately trying to find Gabriella Zuniga, and I'm not going to show any of these alleged faces. I'm not going to show any face until it's actually confirmed, respectfully. But, people are desperately trying to find out who this woman is. The alleged victim claimed in court documents obtained by page 6 that Sharpe, 56, sexually assaulted her multiple times at the end of 2024 and the beginning of 2025. The plaintiff alleged that the assaults took place after a rocky, years-long abusive relationship with sports commentator. Now, here's the shaming language. Here's the feminist language. Abuse. He abused me. Bitch, why? Because he didn't want to pay your high-ass, dumbass fee for the pussy? He abused you? Man, get the fuck out of here. This is what they call financial abuse. So whenever you hear a woman speak about financial abuse, this is what they mean. This is how it should be interpreted. He didn't want to pay me for the pussy. It's that simple. He didn't want to pay me for the pussy, so it's financial abuse. Whenever a woman talks about financial abuse, if you ever hear that term, and you could just Google search financial abuse, you'll see all these articles of men financially abusing women and keeping them from the credit card and doing all this and doing all that. Bruh. It's wild. Sharpe and Doe met at a gym in Los Angeles in 2023 when she was 20 years old and he was in his mid-50s, according to the filing. Nothing wrong with that. Unk out here. He's in his 50s. He's able to date anything that he wants. He's a strong, tall, successful black man. He's having. He's single. He's having. So this debunks all the no, young women don't want a 50-year-old man. Shit. Shitting me. And I bet that ain't the only 20-year-old woman that he done fucked with. And Unk checking IDs at the door. Unk checking IDs at the door. So that ain't even got to be a question. We not even questioning her age at this point. She legal. So Unk is well within his rights to go and smash it down. All right. Doe claimed, Gabriella Zuniga claimed claimed the Club Shay Shay host told her during the encounter that he would buy her fake tits if she won a weight loss competition with him. Okay. What's wrong with that? So the bitch was a little overweight and he said, lose some weight, bitch, and I'll buy you some titties. Again, Unk is having. But on the other hand, unfortunately, Unk, I do have to call you on this one. If it's true that you said that, which I don't believe nothing that this bitch, say. But this is the ammunition that she's using to allege financial abuse, so we're going to address it. If you said that, Unk, that is game goofy. That is game goofy. The only time you can buy a bitch a body is if it's your bitch, like if it's your wifey. You don't buy the side piece a new body or even hint at you're going to do that. Now, if you want to give the bitch, what is it? I don't know, $8,000, $10,000 for some new boobs, give her the cash up front. Say, buy whatever you want. Say, I'd like you to get some fake titties, but you don't have to buy no fake titties if you want to. But even then, I wouldn't give. I mean, you don't got to get these hoes nothing, really, bro. Rent a nice little penthouse apartment. Take her there. Fuck. That's it. She had the experience. She was with a 7-figure nigga. Now you can go tell your little girlfriends and be done with it. But come on, we ain't paying for these. If it ain't your wife, if it ain't like your main thing that you real life is maining publicly, nah, we not paying for no fake ticks, big dog. That's the old nigga shit. Tricking. That's the old nigga tricking game. And look, you could trick. It ain't tricking if you got it, all that good shit. But nigga, fake tits though. I mean, I would have felt better if he said, I'll buy you a Birkin if you lose the weight loss guy. And I ain't buying no bitches Birkins, but damn. Not the titties, huh? He then allegedly went on to aggressively pursue her by calling, texting, and demanding she come to his Beverly Glen mansion. Now, we know that's bullshit. We got some of the text messages. The duo eventually began a consensual relationship, though Doe claimed Sharpe was controlling and verbally abusive. Cap. He demanded complete control over her time and body, expecting her to be at his house on his schedule at his command whenever he called. Attorney Busby wrote in the documents, there's nothing illegal about that either. Pull up, bitch. Don't be late. Like what? Now y'all trying to say, pull up, bitch. Don't be late. How many niggas done texted a bitch that before? Raise your hand if you said, pull up, bitch. Don't be late. Go grab me some fries on the way. Get it. It's a compliance test. Oh yeah. Can you go pick up this while you out? Pick this up, bring it to the crib. compliance test, and gold digger test too. Because if she ain't breaking off no bread for some $5 item, you don't want to make the item big, right? Yeah, go get me a small fry. I'm craving some. Or, you know, go get me a Snicker bar. I'm diabetic. Just tell the bitch you diabetic. You know what I'm saying? My blood sugar low, bitch. Give me a Snickers. See, y'all gotta have some game, bro. Y'all gotta have some game. You know, half the game is just making shit up. I mean, I'm gonna keep it a buck, man. A lot of niggas don't want to tell you this shit. Half the game is going out and being a completely different person than you were the night before. That's half the game. And when it comes to like just boom, cold approach game, I don't even give a fuck if I get caught in a lie. Yeah, bitch, I told you that's I just told you that shit so you'll pull up. Yeah, nah, I don't work on an oil rig. I just said it because you look like a bitch who like a blue collar nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, that's the game that you got to be running, not this. I'm gonna pay for titties if you win this weight loss competition with me. Nah, like you don't want to. And I'm really not trying to teach the coach how to coach, but hey, it's a different time, You got to learn from the young niggas because we've been dealing with these hoes. 20, man, we already know how to do that one. We already know how to do that one. That's breadcrumbs, That's breadcrumbs. That's the one you trickle out the breadcrumbs. That's the one you just trickle out the breadcrumbs. You don't even show her too much. You don't even show her the rollie when you pull up. You don't even show her the AP when you pull up. You know what I'm saying? You don't even show her that. You don't even let her know you got it. That's the one you take to the little nice apartment down the street from your crib. Because we know you know, he got a hip replacement. He ain't trying to walk or go far, you know, to hit some. Right? So come on, that's a breadcrumb bitch right there. She in Cali. You can show her a nice time without breaking the bank or without over promising. We gotta under promise and over deliver. That's the game, That's the game. Under promise, over deliver. Under promise, over deliver. She said, "What kind of car you got?" Oh yeah, I just got this old beater. Meanwhile, it's a new, I don't know, whatever got. Fucking new Corvette. Yeah, I got this old beater. Boom. She pull up. It's a car. Oh shit! I thought you said it was a beater. Yeah, it's about 2 years old. You know what I'm saying? Just tell the bitch whatever. But you ain't got to spend no money. Damn, If I knew it was like that, you should have hit me up, dog. Should have hit me up. That's the same. That's the get. And this is a peek into how you get your bitch taken by a celebrity. It's not that he's, you know, it's not that he's all that better than you and this and the third. He willing to pay for that pussy. And the layman, the regular nigga, we haven't even got on the level. Yes, it's niggas tricking. Yes. Okay, cool. But most men are looking down on guys who pay. Let's be honest. Most men look down on guys who pay. And because of that, the guys who pay end up getting laid the most. And they end up getting the opportunities that you would not get with the baddest bitch because they're willing to say, boom, 500 here. Now, I'm not saying you can't fuck a bitch without, you know, paying. A bad bitch without paying. I'm not saying that. But the effort, the time, and at the end of the day, every man pays. We know this. So the money's going to add up to the same amount if you would have skipped all that and just paid the bitch $350 and been on your way. And I'm not even advising paying. I'm just saying didn't have to pay. He chose to pay because he's from a generation that, yes, the woman is God. The woman is special. I want to eat that pussy and eat the booty. That's you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Us new niggas, we ain't even eating pussy. Eat who? Eat what? Eat what? Lord have mercy. We ain't even eating pussy. Some of y'all fat niggas eating pussy still. But all the fit young niggas who having shit, having a bag, having looks, having money, having status, please. Please. We ain't eating no pussy. When the last time you think Quavo ate some pussy? Shit. 2008, 2009. Niggas don't eat pussy when they get rich, bro. I'm telling you that right now. That's y'all freaky. Football niggas eat pussy. Yes, football niggas eat pussy. I am a football nigga, but I do not. Okay? And the reason, it's a difficult topic to broach. But I'm saying the new generation of young niggas, we not eating pussy. Just not. Because we already know where these hoes been. Okay? He demanded complete control over her time and body, expecting her to be at his house on the schedule. Read that. Doe became frightened when they allegedly got into an explosive argument with the former football player, visibly had a firearm in the room. Get the fuck out of here. Plaintiff tried sharing her location with friends from her iPhone just in case. The filing stated, but Sharpe saw her doing this. The moment he realized what she was doing, he grabbed her by the neck and told her, "If you ever do that again, I will fucking kill you." That's some bullshit. It sounded like it was a freaky night where she was asking him to do some freaky quasi, shit. The same shit that got Trevor Bauer locked up, or it basically ruined his career. Remember Trevor Bauer, I think he was pitching for the Dodgers, if I'm not mistaken. And the bitch falsely accused him. And then the black bitch came behind and tried to falsely accuse the nigga. Yeah. That their text messages was real freaky, real rough, sexy. "Oh, I want you to choke me, daddy," type shit. Bitches be saying that shit. Niggas don't even bring that shit up. Have you noticed that? Like any nigga who's actually fucking bitches, the hoes be bringing it. "Oh, I want you to take the condom off." Like, bro, the only niggas who I know are trying to take the condom off are hood niggas. Thug Max Alpha Simp niggas. But we're not doing that, bro. Like, it's so funny. Like, yes, okay. Thug Max Alpha Simp niggas will take the condom off. "Yeah, I'm gonna take the condom off on that bitch." Okay. Yes, them niggas will do it. But like, really, it's really usually the woman asking the man to take the condom off. I mean, any nigga who looks kind of decent, I ain't even saying I'm the best looking nigga, but if you look kind of decent, kind of okay, everybody knows it's the woman who asks to take the condom off first most of the damn time. Like, come on. Like, tell me these hoes are not saying "nut in me," bro. Pause. Tell me they're not saying that. And if a nigga say, "Oh, man, they ain't saying that," then I'll point to a nigga right there and say, "Yeah, you're one of them niggas who don't get pussy. You're one of those." Okay? So we all know Unc is innocent. You know what I'm saying? We all know Unc is innocent. This nigga didn't say he'll kill the bitch unless she asked him to. Some hoes be having rape fantasy. They really do. Like, they'll say, "Sneak into the window and just take me." Swear to God. Tell me I'm lying. Doe said she began to pull away from Sharpe after he was heard having sex on Instagram Live last September, but she claimed her attempt to break up with him led to him raping her. No, that probably turned her on pre-selection. This is why, oh my God, this is why I hate simps, bro. This is why I hate simps, and all the legislators, all the people who write laws are fucking simps. Anybody who understands the game understands pre-selection. If Unc, oh yeah, I got a big dick, so I'm gonna post a dick pic. That doesn't work anymore, right? That doesn't work anymore. Okay. Back then it did work. Like, male celebrities, dick pic leaks, and oh my God, all the girls want to fuck him. Now it's corny. But if you have a sex tape that leaks, like you're fucking a bitch, and it leaks and people know it's you and then it's somebody else, yes, the woman will get shamed, and yeah, the woman will end up rallying behind her, but it's still a little shameful, and a lot of dudes won't deal with her like that. But for the dude, that dude's drowning in pussy. I mean, his bitch is still dealing with Ray J to this day just because he fucked Kim K, the baddest in the game, the baddest to ever do it, according to some. So this is what y'all have to understand. This is what y'all have to understand. The fact that he fucked a bitch on Instagram Live, I guarantee his DMs were flooded after that. They're like, I want you to do me how you did Michelle. I want you to come on, Michelle. Come on, Gabrielle. Come on. Hey, drop that soup now, Gabrielle. Like, go and drop the soup now. Go and drop the soup. I'll drop my tongue in your pussy again. She alleged that the first time he raped her was in October when he forced himself on her as she was crying and sobbing. That's cap. That's cap. The second sexual assault allegedly happened in January when he came over to her house under the guise that he was giving her a Christmas gift, only to rape her again. Man, come the fuck on. This nigga to put his dick in a Christmas box. Said, come on now, Gabrielle. Come on. Hey, I'm Santa Claus now. I'm Black Santa. Sharpe's rep did not immediately respond to page 6 request for comment. Doe is seeking $50 million in damages from the Hall of Fame tight end who recently made headlines for eyeing a $100 million plus podcast contract. I'm extremely proud to represent Jane Doe, Busby said, or Gabriella Zuniga, said in a statement to page 6. It takes a great deal of courage to stand up against those with power, fame, and money. I look forward to pressing this case in court. Okay, so we already know Tony Busby is a fucking bullshit ass, commentator. And here's the thing. This is giving the racist fuel as well. This is giving the white supremacist fuel to say, see, look, you got the black man and da-da-da-da. Because Skip Bayless is under fire from the FS1 suit that we read on this podcast. If you want to go back to that video, Skip Bayless is under fire for the FS1 lawsuit. And, we were saying, right? See, leave Shannon Sharpe black ass out of this. Because she mentioned him in the suit. And guess what? She said, Shannon was nothing but nice to me. That's what she said. And Skip thought Shannon was fucking. And he could have been. But he probably wasn't. And y'all see, that's what happened. So it was Skip who was under fire. Skip and the vice president of FS1 who were under fire in that lawsuit. And Joy Taylor was obviously mentioned in the lawsuit as a workplace bully. Nothing liable there, in my opinion, where she would have to pay anything. It just kind of, some people would say it hurt her name. Some people would say it boosted her name. I think it boosted her name. I don't think it hurt her at all. Because when a woman's involved in something, it doesn't sting as much. And there's really no real consequence. But it definitely hurt Skip Bayless' reputation. $1.5 million for the pussy. 1.5 Skip. There were memes and AI grok memes all going everywhere. But this allows the white people who hate Shannon Sharpe just because he's a strong black man who speaks his mind on television and ate Skip's lunch a whole bunch of times on FS1. This gives them the fuel because they hate to see this brother win. They hate to see him set an example of a podcaster getting $100 million bag. And I think Pat McAfee got a $250 million bag from Disney, aka ESPN. But, and I know they're friends too and all that kind of stuff, or they're cool or whatever. I don't know if they're cool, but it looked like Pat McAfee was defending Shannon Sharpe on this one. But it gives those old school racists, see, we shouldn't have let these niggas in here. It gives them fuel to the fire. And and Shannon, he thinks that way too, obviously, because he speaks about the racial dynamics of being in media all the time on Club Shay Shay. Not Club Shay Shay necessarily, but on Unc and Ocho. What is that? What is that shit called? Blowing my Nightcap. Which I love the show. And I can't wait. I cannot wait to see what Unc says tonight. I'm going to be tuned in. Just a reminder, this is not a hit piece on Unc. I'm actually proving Unc's innocence on this one. We love the brother, Shannon Sharpe. We want to see him do good. Obviously we're going to make fun of this situation a little bit because that's what we do. We poke around, we play, we prod. This is going nowhere. I feel bad for him that he has to spend money on a legal defense for this obviously bogus case, and it should be thrown out immediately upon receipt of the text messages. It shouldn't be allowed to see a judge in front of, I don't know. In the civil suits, did they do the grand juries? I'm not completely sure. But yeah, it shouldn't see the light of day in the courtroom. Should be dismissed upon arrival. Period. So yeah, we love you, Unc. We want to see you prosper, and we know that how this affects your reputation, and we know, we understand that it's giving fuel to those people who don't want to see you win. So, and by the way, I call those men simps. And unfortunately, because these guys, a lot of times, the older white people, let's keep it a buck, they're blinded by their racism. They simp for false allegations. Historically, respectfully, we know that white men have simped for false allegations decade after decade after decade, especially if it involves a black man. And that's why they made the law so that, especially when it comes to a grape case, you're damn near guilty until proven innocent, and it affects your career here on out. You're always going to be known as that guy who, raped a bitch, and you didn't even do it. But they set the system up for brothers to fail and other men to fail. It inadvertently affects them as well, because they get hit with false allegations all the time and careers ruined all the time. But there's not as much media scrutiny. Like when Trevor Bauer got accused, he was kicked out of the league, and I'm sure there was some feminists going at him like, oh yeah, toxic white male, da 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 da. But it wasn't that pressure. It was not that pressure like they gonna try to put on Shannon Sharpe. We know that. It wasn't that pressure that they put on Michael Irvin. It wasn't that type of pressure, because the pressure, it comes at your identity. And I know this is why Shannon Sharpe tries to avoid situations like this. He's very careful. From my understanding, he don't even go in an elevator with a bitch alone. He won't even get in an elevator, a company elevator with cameras, with a bitch alone. That is how, that's how cognizant Shannon Sharpe is of the Me Too era. And because, yes, he is a big flirt. We know he's a big flirt. But here's the difference between a flirt and a creep. A flirt is a guy where the bitches actually flirt back. And we all know that the bitches was flirting back on Shannon Sharpe, because ain't nobody got nothing bad to say about him except a money-hungry, illegal alien, scammer bitch, prostitute type bitch. So anyways, I'm just going to show you like the type of scrutiny that Shannon Sharpe is going to get, because, the white simps are coming out of the woodwork and say, oh, well, see, it's a nigga doing some shit again. Like here, that whack shit. And this is the shit that I know for a fact Shannon Sharpe hates, because he comes from the deep South. And, there was a lot of racism back then. I mean, he grew up in the 70s, 80s. A lot of racism back then, especially in, I think he's from, I want to say he's from Savannah. But we all know Savannah is a very historical town. I went there actually last summer. Let's see. Where's Shannon Sharpe from? Oh, they trying to say Chicago. But he ended up going to Savannah State. But yeah, still, he a Southern nigga. You know what I'm saying? Played in Savannah State. They saying he's also from Glenville. I guess he was born in Chicago, raised in Glenville. I hate using Wikipedia as a source, but here we are. Yeah, so he grew up in Glenville, Georgia. And Glenville, Georgia is a population of 3,800 people. 3,800 people. So it was the Deep South. The Deep South. Shannon Sharpe is from that. He's experienced the racial dynamic of life that every black man will eventually experienced in one way or another. And now it's coming back up to haunt him because of these false allegations. And it gives the racists who don't even want to look into, like, dude, this fat fuck is mad that he can't get bitches. So now a false allegation, which you don't even look into the case, you don't even read the suit, you don't even see that it's a civil suit instead of a criminal suit. He takes this false allegation and then, oh yeah, he's guilty. And then try and put some mud, on Shannon Sharpe's name on WWE in front of the whole world. Like, this is player hating. And a lot of y'all won't call it out. Us brothers will call it out, but a lot of y'all won't call it out because y'all not really red pill, bro. That's the thing. Red pill don't care about racism. Red pill is about the awakening, the understanding of the sexual marketplace. So when you have this situation here, obviously this, simp is gonna harp down and let's just listen to what he says. It's some whack shit.
See, CM Punk does as much good to my reputation as Shannon Sharpe does to ESPN.
Oh, no, jeez. Oh, boy. All right, see, all right, we don't need that. We don't need that. A lot going on.
Don't ooh me. I'm not the one getting sued.
Oh, okay. All right. Whoa.
See, even the crowd was booing him. He whack. He a player hater. He's whack. He's a player hater. I mean, this is so lame, bro. This is so like, bruh. Y'all already know what it is, man. Y'all already know how I feel about this shit. This is backmacking. This is, dirty macking. The man can't get no pussy. Y'all know this man can't see his dick. And he mad that Shannon Sharpe, young brother, successful in his own right, made man, $100 million man, making more money than him, by the way, more work ethic, wake up, go to the gym every morning, and this fat fuck got something to say about Shannon Sharpe. Whack, bro. Whack, bro. Whack as hell. And, I mean, if y'all don't call it out, yeah, it sticks, and he probably don't give a fuck either. Fuck him, though. I mean, it's just whack. And if you're red pill, and if this is really like a red pill move, see, this is why red pill ain't going nowhere. It's not going nowhere. This movement's going. Yes, people, and if it does go somewhere, it's going somewhere bad because you see Netflix got a hold of it, and now they're saying, oh well, the young dude who killed the bitch in the Netflix show, he was influenced by Andrew Tate. They making up fictional. They're making up fictional storylines. They're making up fictional storylines to denigrate the red pill movement. And the reason why the red pill ain't going nowhere is because we got too many simps. And I know so many people have said that. So what we're going to do is I'm going to read the proof that proves Shannon Sharpe's innocent first. And then we'll read the lawsuit. And then we'll get up out of here. But first, we will go to a brief intermission. So, guys, like, comment, share the video. We are streaming on X. We're streaming on YouTube. And we are streaming on Rumble. Like the video. Share the video. Do what you got to do. Hit the Cash App if you feel so inclined. Hit the PayPal if you feel so inclined. But, yeah. We turning up. We having a blast talking about this shit. And we're going to make some more jokes. We're going to make some more fun. But we also going to clear the brother Shannon Sharpe, a.k.a. Unk's name very shortly here. So we'll go to a brief intermission. We'll be right back.
Want to become an elite level athlete? Well, look no further. The Reclaim Your Throne Elite D1 training course is all you need to take your performance from subpar to the creme de la creme of athletes all around the world. The purpose of this course is to give you a comprehensive weight training, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance program that is meant to prepare young athletes for collegiate and professional sports. This course is packed with over 2 hours of creative, action-packed lifts narrated and coached by yours truly to assure increased strength, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance. Hey, I get it. Training alone can be tough and can even make you feel misguided or somewhat unmotivated. But with this course, I walk you step by step through each and every lift to make sure you're using the proper form to prevent injuries and that you're hitting the correct muscle groups to render maximum results. So what are you waiting for? It's now or never. So go ahead and get the training course today so you too can reclaim your throne.
Alrighty, so let's get to it. This is the statement by Shannon Sharpe's counsel, his legal counsel, Lanny J. Davis. I respect this, post. He just posted it. Boom. That's all he posted. This is good. You can't say nothing. You can't defend yourself in the court of the public. You can't say, yeah, I was fucking that bitch and she got mad because I ain't pay her. You can't do any of that. He's going through the legal route. He's not saying anything. He's not addressing it. He's not going to self-snitch. He's not going to implicate or create a narrative about his innocence or anything like that. He's not going to, tamper. I mean, I guess he did out the plaintiff here because obviously he put the bitch name out and they were addressing her as a John Doe. And then he like, oh yeah, I know what bitch they talking about. Here, let me give you the text messages. I wish he would have sent a screenshot of the text messages though, because him just typing this. I mean, it's cool. It's cool. We believe you, but the screenshots, them shits would have hit different. But it may get legal. It may hurt him in the case, and they might say, "Oh, well, you can't use that because this is going to prejudice a jury and all this kind of shit." So, anyways. These are some of the statements that the bitch was saying to him. I want you to put a dog collar around my neck and choke me with it while you're fucking me. I mean, how many of you guys have heard that one before, right? Yeah, I mean, it's very common that bitches want to be choked. They have an asphyxiation kink. Okay? Okay? It's a real thing. Asphyxiation kink, and they call it bondage, BDSM. That's why you see all these hoes doing BDSM on OnlyFans. Yeah, same type of bitches. They like getting choked. They like getting roped up. They like getting strung up. They like, I mean, let's keep it a buck. They like having abusive sex. This is the modern woman. Their dopamine only responds. Their dopamine levels only respond to very rough shit. I mean, we were looking at a study back in the day that said that, I think it was like the majority of women's sexual searches when they do watch porn, even though we know women don't watch porn like that. We know women don't watch porn like that, but when they do, they're looking for very rough, violent, weird ass shit. And I mean, that study came out. I think somebody reposted it recently. So it gets reposted here and there all the time. Here's another one. I know you missed this big juicy ass, $25K for each cheek. Now, bitch. Oh, hell nah. $25K for the ass?
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Yeah, that bitch froze up. That bitch froze up, but we good now. I Are we good? All right, yeah. All right, I just had to check. But yeah, man, $25,000 for each cheek. Yeah, you get. Come on now. $50,000 for the ass, bitch. What? Who's coming up with these prices? Like I said, girl math. Gabriella Zuniga in a text message to Shannon Sharpe on January 1st, 2025. He got the dates, the timestamps. This lawsuit filed by Gabriella Zuniga and orchestrated by her attorney, Tony Busby, is a blatant and cynical attempt to shake down Mr. Sharpe for millions of dollars. It is filled with lies, distortion, and misrepresentation, and it will not succeed. In an effort to extract a large financial settlement, Ms. Zuniga presented Mr. Sharpe with a secretly recorded video of a consensual sexual encounter. Ooh, and guys, this is where the consent forms come in. This is where the consent forms come in. Ding, ding, ding. Hey, are you listening? I've been talking about this for years now. All the celebrity niggas who listen to me, but who won't admit they listen to me. I've been talking this shit for years now. Consent forms, NDA. You say you a player. You say you a real nigga. You say a bitch gonna do what you want her to do. You say a bitch gonna follow your lead. You say a bitch gonna listen to you, but you can't get her to sign a consent form. You can't get her to sign no NDA. Yeah, all right, player. Man, but it's weird to bring the paperwork out on the bitch. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a damn. You think I give a fuck about looking weird when it comes to my freedom, when it comes to my 50 million, when it comes to my new contract, this expiring and they finna up me a new contract? And you think I give a fuck about looking weird to a bitch who I'm not even cuffing? Y'all niggas see, that's y'all problem. Y'all self-conscious. What a bitch think about me? Who gives a fuck? Who gives a damn? But nah, what the hoes think about me though, bruh? What her friend think about me? Nigga, do you? Who gives a fuck what the bitch think about you? Hey, bro, but what her friends say about me though? I don't fucking know. You find out. You find out, nigga. Point blank. You say you player. You say you this. You say you that. But you can't get the bitch to put her John Hancock down. Yeah, all right, player. Yeah, all right, player. And I'm not talking about Shannon Sharpe. He didn't know the game. He didn't understand the game. I'm talking about y'all niggas who watch me, who act like you don't watch me. The 427 niggas in this stream right now who watch me, who act like you ain't been watching. Okay? Okay? That's who need to hear it the most. Shannon Sharpe, he probably ain't coming across my channel. He probably ain't coming across my channel, so I don't even fault, bro. I don't even fault him. He know now, though. NDAs and consent forms. Consent forms being the most important. If she don't want to sign an NDA, you can live with that. But I don't want to put no paperwork in a bitch's face. That shit ain't romantic. Tell me y'all niggas trying to be romantic now? The fuck? The romance is saved for your main bitch. You don't have to worry about her coming back, or do you? Or do you? See, that's the environment we live in right now. And the bitch got the nerve to wonder. She got the nerve to wonder why, you know, men ain't approaching no more. Why aren't men approaching anymore? Bitch, because you want 50 million from a nigga for fucking. That's why we ain't approaching. Bitch, because you think your pussy worth 50 million and it's worth 50 cents. That's why we ain't approaching, bitch. You know what I'm saying? All right, so anyways, yeah, so she secretly recorded a sexual video, a sexual encounter that she edited. We believe the video has been heavily edited and taken entirely out of context, crafted to falsely portray a consensual act as non-consensual. Miss Zuniga has refused to provide a copy of the full unedited version of the recording. Hey, to Mr. Sharpe's legal team. That's why you got to film these hoes too. But it's weird if I pull out a camera while I'm doing the back shots. All right. Get sued and lose 50 million in, nigga. At this point. But it's weird if I just start filming the bitch while I'm fucking. I thought y'all had game. I thought y'all was big player. Shit. What you really should be on the level of is the bitch fucking you. She sucking your dick. She grabbed the camera and filmed herself in your phone, not her phone, in your phone. Bitch got the passwords to your phone because she don't give a fuck who you talking to, as long as you calling her. See, but I thought y'all was player though. But you can't get a bitch to get on video. Like, come on now. Big dog Shannon Sharpe. This is why you got to have videos in your crib. Now, obviously, you don't want to have an online surveillance system because it can be hacked. But you can put a surveillance system where you have. I mean, he got enough money. He got enough rooms in the house that he can put a surveillance system in the location that he's doing these things at. Like I said, just get an apartment, wire it up, and then you can put an old recorder in that bitch. Make it look like you got a damn cassette tape or something. Just be like, yeah, that's where I play my cassettes off of. Put a speaker in that bitch. And then swap out the film for the footage, the VCR footage for it. Because you can do the old nigga shit. I don't advise that. I think it should be backed up on a hard drive. But I'm just saying, guys, y'all got to start filming. You got to start getting consent forms signed. You got to start getting NDA forms signed. This is a new day and age. Any bitch that you fuck may come back to haunt you. This is what y'all have to understand. Any new bitch that you fuck is going to come back and use it against you. Right? It's like you every time you fuck a bitch, you need to read your Miranda rights. You have the right to remain silent. Anything that you say or do can be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you can't buy an attorney, you have to hire a new, or we'll appoint you one. You know what I'm saying? If you can't afford an attorney, you have a type shit. You know what I'm saying? So you need to be reading the Miranda rights to yourself. I have the right to remain silent. Any bitch I say or fuck can be used against me in the court of law in the future. I have the right to an attorney in a legal defense. If I cannot afford a legal defense, basically, if you can't get the bitch to sign an NDA form, consent form, and get you to film it, you might as well read your damn Miranda rights to your damn self. We believe the video has been heavily edited and taken entirely out of context, crafted to falsely portray a consensual act as non-consensual. Ms. Zuniga has refused to provide a copy of the full unedited version of the recording to Mr. Sharpe's legal team to set the record. So she tried to make a repeat. Come on now, Michelle. That's what happened. She tried to make a repeat. Come on now, Michelle. That's what happened. And she failed miserably. And she probably was thinking about leaking it to the media and, just ended up settling for leaking it. She ended up settling for leaking it, or doing the civil suit, which I pray to God she don't get shit. I hope Shannon Sharpe don't settle. He doesn't seem like a man who would settle, especially when he knows he's in the wrong or in the right. So I wish the brother Shannon Sharpe the best in this case. Obviously, he is going hard at debunking the narrative strung in the lawsuit, in the civil suit. And I wanted to start off with his, unequivocal denial of this case first, because I think that does it the most justice, because now you're going in with a mindset, with a mind frame of innocent until proven guilty. And that is how the court of law should work. That is how the system should work. It shouldn't be, oh, he's guilty because he looked like a nigga who'll do it. Or he looked like a nigga who'll do this. Or look like a nigga who'll do that. Or, yeah, that nigga, hey, I seen a picture of him grabbing, a bitch ass on or a bitch waist on ESPN. And he looked like a nigga who'll do. See, that's what y'all simps go off of. That's what y'all simps go off of. And that's whack. That means, honestly, to me, that makes you a bitch. Personally. And we don't condone no rape, no sexual assault, and all this other shit. But we also don't condone false allegations. Okay. We also don't condone false allegations. So, you know, let's see. Let's read the rest of this, because there's some more spicy information here. Some more spicy information here. All right. To set the record straight, we are releasing several of Ms. Zuniga's own explicit text messages to Mr. Sharpe that clearly indicate the nature of their relationship was consensual and sexual in nature, and in many cases initiated by her with specific and graphic requests. Contrary to the allegations she makes in her lawsuit, consensual sex continued until January 2nd, 2025. The day after, she asked for $25,000 per cheek, as quoted above her text message. Hey, bitch, y'all are dumb as fuck. See, these hoes are trapping the fuck backwards. This is what a dumb bitch will do. She already gave the nigga the pussy. Y'all been fucking for months. And now, on January 1st, you bring up $25,000 per cheek. Bitch, I already got the pussy. Too little, too late. And ain't that prostitution? Now you're charging for pussy. That's prostitution. And in Las Vegas, prostitution is not legal. Now in Nevada, it's legal. It's legal everywhere but Vegas. So what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Bitch, you gave up the pussy. Now you're charging for the pussy afterwards. Where they do that at? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Right? Doesn't make sense. So boom, 25 per cheek quoted. All right, so we got examples of the text messages. Only if you put that baby gravy in me, aka semen, then I can do whatever I want. Then I think she meant then you can do whatever you want to me. So she wanted him to get her pregnant. Yeah, she wanted him to get her pregnant. And he obviously didn't. Pull out game strong. Shout out to Shannon Sharpe. Maybe, probably using contraceptives as well. She wanted to get pregnant by a rich nigga. Have a baby by me, baby, be a millionaire. These hoes are scandalous, bro. These hoes are scandalous, bro. And they have no shame. She's going to the ends of the earth to try and shame this man and scorch his name. But we standing with you, Unc. Fuck these hoes, bro. Fuck these hoes. We don't respect them. We don't respect them. We don't respect their... At this point, every allegation is false, in my opinion, until proven. That's just how it's going now. I mean, I done seen too many fake. I done seen too many fake ones. Now y'all got me on the other side where I'm asking, well, what were you wearing? All right, y'all turned me to a what was you wearing type nigga now. What time was it and what were you wearing? Y'all turned me to one of them. At first I was like, what? He raped you? Oh my God, we need to burn him at the stake. Now I'm like, what were you wearing though, bitch? You know what I'm saying? This is what these hoes do with the false allegations. You make real allegations look fake. That's y'all problem. That's y'all problem. Oh yeah, shout out to Infinite Mark. He says Shannon probably got a vasectomy. Yeah, I wouldn't be. I mean, he got kids already. Why you want to have a kid with you? And I believe him and Ocho were actually talking about having more kids, and Ocho said he want to have more kids because, we, contrary to popular belief, here's another one. Contrary to popular belief, like when you having it and you a brother, we love kids. Pause. Like we real life know how to have fun with kids. Like it's the relationship is not I'm gonna beat your ass. So you know what I'm saying? And I don't even like, because I don't like the brother sister type parent relationship. But it is a loving, like friendly relationship that we have with our kids, because yes, we have an old soul, all this good stuff, but we also have youth. We have our physicality. Like, it's just different when you're an active brother and you're working out, and you know, you can really be present for your kids in different ways than other men cannot, especially fat dudes. Shout out to L. He says, it's amazing these women can be anonymous and pin charges on you. Shannon would have been better off seeing an escort. Yep. This is why you pay up front. This is why you get them to sign, because the escort will 100% sign whatever documents that you put in her face. Period. I mean, am I lying or am I lying? A stripper will sign documents because they understand the game. They understand the game. So, you know, I had that debate with Kevin Samuels about paying or not paying. Should you pay? Should you not pay? And I was against paying. Now you look at situations like this and you'd be like, maybe it would probably been better to just get a bitch $500 and say, fuck off. You know? Text from Gabriella Zuniga to Shannon Sharpe, November 23rd, 2023. I want to put my tongue in your asshole and then marry you. Yeah. I would have told that bitch, hey, man, ain't nothing going up my ass. But, you know, some old niggas like getting their ass ate. Not for me, but that's the old generation. I ain't shaming your kink, if that's true. I don't know why she would have thought that she could put her tongue in his asshole. But when you fucking a bitch and you giving her that good dick, she like wants to do all types of shit that she ain't never done with it. I mean, honestly, she probably eating other niggas' assholes too. That's the thing with a bad bitch. You don't even never know, bro. Like the bad bitch, she'll eat your ass, and then she'll eat some bum nigga's ass. Like, I mean, it's crazy. That's why you can't do none of that. That's why you can't kiss them. That's why you can't eat their pussy. That's why you just get the top. You know, you smash, and then you be out. And you know, Shannon Sharpe is literally having to shop around for a criminal defense attorney. Right the fuck now. Yeah, it's a civil attorney, but he already had an attorney on the stand on file. So this is the attorney speaking for him, counsel or Lanny J. Davis. All right. Tongue in the asshole. All right, cool. Text from Gabriella Zuniga to Shannon Sharpe on January 12, 2024. That's my daddy. Fuck. I want you to put a big black baby in me. So there you have it. A big black baby in me. So she definitely wanted to have his kids. Shannon Sharpe most likely has a vasectomy. This is a text from August 6th, 2024. Sorry, guys. You better crave it because you're going to be stuck with it for life after you put a big black baby in me. Yeah. Shannon Sharpe was like texting back. Yeah, all right. I'm a nut in the bitch and see what happens. That nigga got a vasectomy. This shit don't even work. Text from Gabriella Zuniga to Shannon Sharpe, August 11, 2024. These messages are just a sample of broader pattern of graphic sexual communications initiated by Miss Zuniga. The evidence paints a clear picture. This was a consensual adult relationship that included role-playing, sexual language, and fantasy scenarios explicitly requested by Miss Zuniga. The edited tape that Miss Zuniga secretly taped and showed to Mr. Sharpe during her blackmail attempt tries to falsely portray as a result of this editing and out of context from prior text messages that the sexual activity was not consensual. But Mr. Sharpe now believes her secret taping was all part of her plan set up as part of her blackmail scheme, as distorted by her edited tape, a copy of which she refused to make available to Mr. Sharpe or his counsel. Mr. Sharpe categorically denies all allegations of coercion or misconduct, especially the gross lie of rape, and will not submit to what he sees as an egregious attempt at blackmail. He stands firmly by the truth and is prepared to fight these false claims vigorously in court. He looks forward to vindication through due process and judgment based on the facts and the law. So there you have it. That's Shannon Sharpe's statement. Now we are going to get into the lawsuit. Now this lawsuit is 14 pages. And let's see. Yeah, so the lawsuit is 14 pages. And okay, so there's 12 pages of full content and then 1 page of pictures. I'm going to read it fast. I'm going to be reading fast. I'm going to give commentary too, but I'm going to be zooming through this thing. So guys, make sure you pay attention. All right. We're going to take a brief break really quickly, and then we'll be right back to read this lawsuit.
Want to become an elite level athlete? Well, look no further. The Reclaim Your Throne Elite D1 training course is all you need to take your performance from subpar to the creme de la creme of athletes all around the world. The purpose of this course is to give you a comprehensive weight training, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance program that is meant to prepare young athletes for collegiate and professional sports. This course is packed with over 2 hours of creative, action-packed lifts narrated and coached by yours truly to assure increased strength, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance. Hey, I get it. Training alone can be tough and can even make you feel misguided or somewhat unmotivated. But with this course, I walk you step by step through each and every lift to make sure you're using the proper form to prevent injuries and that you're hitting the correct muscle groups to render maximum results. So what are you waiting for? It's now or never. So go ahead and get the training course today so you too can reclaim your throne.
Yep. So make sure you go get the Reclaim Your Throne Elite D1 training course. By the way, it is 80% off for the next 2 hours. So if you're watching this stream, you want to go get the Reclaim Your Throne Elite D1 training course, make sure you look in the description of the YouTube video. It will have the course on the bottom so that you can go ahead and buy that course and reclaim your throne. Also, you can find the course details if you're watching from X in my bio and all my links link. So just click that link in the bio and it will show the course. And you can go get that. It's 80% off. The course is about $70, $69, $99, something like that. And it's 80% off. So, you know, roughly like $13, $14. Can't beat it. Really good deal. I expect some of you guys to buy it. I mean, shit, hell, can we get 100 niggas to go buy the course? I know y'all niggas is not in shape. Not in the shape you should be. So make sure you go ahead and buy the course. Anyways, we are going to go ahead and read this lawsuit. So as you guys can see, it is Jane Doe. Should I full screen this? No. Jane Doe, the individual plaintiff, and Shannon Sharpe as the defendant. All right, so we're going to get it. Plaintiff Jane Doe complains of defendant Shannon Sharpe and for cause of action would respectfully show this honorable court the following. A woman can say yes to consensual sexual relationships with a man 90 times, but when she says no even once, that no means no. Defendant Shannon Sharpe, a man who is accustomed to getting what he wants, completely fails to understand this basic concept. After many months of manipulating and controlling plaintiff, a woman more than 30 years younger than he, and repeatedly threatening to brutally choke and violently slap her, Shannon Sharpe refused to accept the answer no and raped plaintiff, despite her sobbing and repeated screams of no. So obviously, this was most likely a kink situation. She talking real greasy on the text messages, like she a freak leak. Shanisha, Sheena, Saranda, freak leak, Monique, Christina, Duran, 24, 54, 36. Okay, so she's a freak. She like that weird, you know, slap me daddy, choke me daddy shit. Me personally, I'm not into it. I'll take the top, I'll take the back shots, and I'm out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all doing too much with the sex shit. Like, for real. Give me some head. Let me hit it from the back. I mean, that's it. That's really all I care about. Right? But, you know, niggas like doing, when niggas get a lot of pussy, they like doing new shit. Just better make sure you get that consent form and NDA signed if you're doing that freaky shit. But obviously he didn't, and it's coming back to bite him. So he agreed to doing the freaky shit with the bitch. She's suing him. He got text messages. I'm sure he'll clear his name. But this is going to be in the news for a little bit. Defendant Shannon Sharpe is a 56-year-old former NFL superstar. He claims to be one of the most successful sports media personalities in the country. That's not a claim. That's a fact. Plaintiff is a young woman in her early 20s. In 2023, plaintiff was working out at a gym in Los Angeles, California, when Shannon Sharpe approached her for the first time. Previously, Doe had noticed Sharpe watching her doing her workouts. Now, let's keep it a buck. Most likely, she approached him. When you're a celebrity, women approach you. When you're not a celebrity, women don't approach you, period. At this time, Doe was just 19 years old. At the time, she did not know who he was, only that he was another older man ogling her at the gym. Doe could tell Sharpe was much older than her. She found him physically intimidating. Eventually, so he's intimidating. When a bitch say he's physically intimidating, that means he's hot. Pause. That's mean they think he's hot. He's big, strong, tall, like an ox, and she wants him inside her. Eventually, he introduced himself. At his determined insistence, she gave him her number. Now, we know Shannon Sharpe didn't have to press the bitch to get the number. She gave it up willingly because she saw the Maybach parked outside. Beep, beep. Over the next couple of weeks, Sharpe incessantly pursued plaintiff. He constantly approached her at the gym and attempted to contact her frequently with phone calls and text messages, asking to meet up, unwilling to take no for an answer. It just sounds like pursuing a woman. This is standard, but even then, I don't believe he didn't take no for an answer. I guarantee she was choosing the whole time. Eventually, plaintiffs gave in and agreed to meet with Sharpe outside of the gym. However, before doing so, Sharpe demanded that Doe sign a NDA, something plaintiff found a bit concerning. Okay, so Shannon Sharpe did present the NDA, but you gotta get the consent forms. Gotta get the consent forms, big dog. I like that. I like how you moving, though. I didn't know you made her sign the NDA or you asked her to sign the NDA. But yeah, you can't fuck a bitch without her signing an NDA as a rich nigga, period. That's standard. Well, why'd you have her sign the NDA? To avoid shit like this. The only thing he was missing was a consent form. She wondered why Sharpe was so insistent on her signing an NDA. She refused. Despite his repeat efforts to get her to sign, she refused time and time again. Eventually, he dropped the issue and invited her to his house. Damn. That's where you fucked up, big dog. Damn. And there you have it. There you have it. The thirst overcame. Like when you can never give in to a bitch. I don't even care if you're in the wrong, big dog. You can't give in to her demands. That means she's controlling the frame. You're a rich nigga. You're a multi-million-dollar nigga. Your masculine frame is bitch sign this NDA or bust. Bitch sign this NDA or you're never going to meet another rich nigga like me. That's the play, big dog. See, this is why y'all got to have some young niggas in your camp. And I hope you didn't have her, it's a lot going on. But you can't drop the NDA issue, Shannon, just because your dick say, oh, but she bad, though. You can't drop the NDA shit, bro. That's the biggest flaw. Dropped the issue. She came over. What followed was the beginning of a rocky consensual relationship that lasted nearly 2 years. The relationship was very unequal. Sharpe is more than 30 years older. Fuck these hoes, man. Sharpe is more than 30 years older, is considerably wealthier, is physically much larger, and exponentially stronger. Literally all things that women look for. What the fuck? These are all things that women look for in a mate of the opposite sex. Sharpe is famous and has power, which women also look for. Plaintiff and Sharpe saw each other on his terms and on his schedule, which is how it should be, as often as 4 times a week. So the nigga was fucking often. Over time, plaintiff began to see because she ain't coming through without getting bust down. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a bean sack. And he probably thought he could trust this young lady. He probably thought he could trust her. Over time, plaintiff began to see Sharpe's true nature. She found him to be dishonest about his whereabouts. He would lie about seeing other women, not illegal, and it doesn't hold him civilly liable for anything. Bitch, I'm out getting groceries. I'll be back. While insisting to her that she and he were exclusive. See, and I don't even believe what this bitch is saying, but I mean, it's still not illegal to do it. Like, what? What are we talking about here? He often manipulated her at times, being sweet and loving to get what he wanted, and at other times being angry and aggressive to achieve his goals. She discovered over time that Sharpe was extremely emotional and possessed an uncontrollable temper. He displayed the characteristics of a true narcissist. He wielded his power, his influence, and his celebrity to control plaintiff and get exactly what he wanted. Whenever he wanted it, all the time, or all the while, jealousy guarding that what he considered his for himself. Jealously guarding, rather. Sorry. Mind you, the bitch is the one over here talking about she want to eat his ass. Now, I mean, I know he ain't make her say that. These hoes be talking about eating ass for real. Ask me how I know. No pun intended. By October 2024, Sharpe's behavior had grown progressively worse, beyond anything plaintiff had experienced with him before. At this time, he was insistent upon recording their sexual activities, sometimes without her knowledge. Still not a crime. Sharpe was also sharing the videos with others without her permission or knowledge. What do you mean sharing? Was he sending them to others, or was he just, hey, bro, look at the phone. I was fucking the hell out of this bitch last night. Still not a crime. Sharpe would repeatedly tell Doe that he wanted to do to her, or that he wanted to do to her things that would make no other man want her. And that's old nigga talk. That's old nigga talk. If there are text messages that he said that, that is old nigga talk. Like that, I've heard that before. Like old niggas 40 and up, I'm gonna do some shit and make another nigga not want to touch you afterwards. You know what I'm saying? That means I'm gonna freak you out. That means I'm gonna open up your holes. I'm gonna bust you wide open and make, you know, niggas gonna know I done been up through there. That's what that means. It doesn't mean, I mean, I don't know. I don't even know what she's trying to imply it means, but by this point, Sharpe was no longer able to credibly maintain that the relationship was exclusive. He had at this point accidentally or purposely excuse me, to advance his career, went live on Instagram while having sex with another woman. So she's jealous. She's just jealous. He fucked Michelle, and then she fucked afterwards after he fucked Michelle. Sharpe flew into fits of anger when plaintiff noted his infidelity to their relationship or called him out about his extraneous activities. What had once been manipulation, control, and intimidation now becomes something far more dangerous and sinister. I mean, bruh. See, this is what these hoes don't understand. This is a rich nigga. I don't give a fuck what you say, bruh. A $50 million nigga is fucking bitches. God damn. Like, and it's not even no shade. It's not to hurt no feelings, but bro, the nigga is worth 50, 100 million. I'm sorry, but dog, single at 50, already had kids. Like, bitch, what you thought? Talking about some, I want to marry you, bitch, for the bag. You like me this much because of the bag. If he wasn't Shannon Sharpe, she wouldn't want to marry this nigga. She'll just take the dick and be gone. What had once been manipulation, control, and intimidation now became something far more dangerous and sinister. Sharpe even figured out how to get into Doe's apartment complex without her permission. Sharpe made, okay, so did he do that or did he just figure it out? Sharpe made it clear that what Doe wanted was of no moment, that Sharpe would get what he wanted when he wanted it. Hold on, what? Sharpe made it clear that what Doe wanted was of no moment, that Sharpe would get what he wanted when he wanted. Okay, so here's the figuring out how to get into her apartment complex thing. I guarantee she gave him the gate code. I guarantee she gave him the key, and she told him to Pull up whenever you want and surprise me with the dick. I know after nightcap, it's late. Y'all streaming till 2 a.m. in the morning, but I still need some dick. I'm going to be asleep, so I'm going to wait for you to wake me up with the dick. Pause. Nobody clipped that. I guarantee that's what happened. I guarantee that's what happened. No, I 100% guarantee that's what happened. Bro, you know how I know? Because niggas who get pussy know how this shit go. The bitch gives you the gate code. The bitch gives you the key to her apartment. The bitch says, pull up whenever, sneak up on me and fuck the shit out of me and wake me up with the dick. I promise you that's what happened. I promise you that's what happened. It's almost like I was there. It's almost like I was a damn fly on the wall. That's the cuck fly right there. But I ain't no cuck though. Fuck ho. I just had to rhyme. But anyways. All right. Sharpe made it clear that we read that weird ass sentence by Tony Busby's team. These motherfuckers must have goddamn chat GPT this fucking civil suit. In October 2024, Shannon Sharpe violently sexually assaulted and anally raped the plaintiff 2 different times in law. 2 different times. All right, it's bullshit. How you gonna slip it in the asshole 2 different times? Come on now, dog. Come on, man. That's some bullshit. We all know it's some bullshit.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
She's just mad that he was fucking on my heel. He fucked on. Come on, I'm heel. Come on, now. Hey, come on, I'm heel. And then she didn't like it. He threw it to the streets.
She belongs to the streets.
All right. Sharpe made it clear that what Doe wanted was, okay, I read that weird ass sentence again. I don't know why. I still have it highlighted. I don't know why. All right. 2 times in Nevada, blatantly ignoring her request for him to stop. He did it again in January. What? So the nigga raped you in October and you came back to get raped again in January? Hold on. So let me get this straight. The nigga raped you in October twice in the ass, which we know she wanted to eat his ass. So ain't no telling what she allowed him to do to her asshole. She literally told my nigga, I want to eat your ass. So ain't no telling what she did or he did to her asshole. He probably went all up through there. And this is why I don't fuck with sodomy. Guys, what's up with the obsession with anal? I mean, cool, try it once. Yeah, whatever. But it's not cracked up. I don't like it, bro. It always ends up, I don't give a fuck if she get an enema, clean the booty hole. There's always going to be dookie coming out of there, bro. So, like, honestly, bro, it's the worst way to catch an STD is fucking a bitch in the ass. All right. Plaintiff left Nevada to temporarily escape defendant Shannon Sharpe. She now seeks justice through his action and other means. Plaintiff seeks compensatory and punitive damages in the matter in excess of $50 million. Okay. Any judge who sees this complaint with any type of respect for the law would throw this thing out upon receipt. This is a nothing burger. So let me get this straight. He raped you twice in October. You went back in January to get raped one more time. Yeah, fuck out of here, bitch. Case dismissed. Plaintiff Jane Doe is an individual residing in Clark County, Nevada. Defendant Shannon Sharpe is an individual residing in Clark County, Nevada. He may be served at his residence at, oh, damn. They put his address out there. I ain't going to read that. Or wherever he may be found. Actually, honestly, I mean, since it's, I kind of want to look it up to see. I hope it's an apartment or something like that. But they don't have a, let's see. Damn, now this nigga got to move too. So he got, ooh, woo! Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. So Shannon Sharpe he bought the house for $4 million on May 17, 2024. And yeah, it's 10,000 square feet in Nevada. I mean, you can't get better than that. Damn, they put his address out there. Let me look it up on the county. So it doesn't look like they updated the records on the county. Oh, actually, maybe they do. Oh, so he hold on, let me see. I mean, Shannon Sharpe ain't no scrub now. It looks like he purchased the property in an LLC, which is brilliant. I just want to make sure this is his LLC. Because I mean, this information, I mean, they put his address in the complaint, which sucks. Totally sucks. Totally sucks. But, you know, at the same time, it is now public information. So I'm going to show y'all why she wants so much money. I'm going to show y'all why she wants so much money. Because my niggas living fat. My nigga living like this. This is why she wants so much money. I'm going to make myself little for this big ass house. 10,000 square feet, 7 bedrooms, 10 bathrooms. And I wouldn't be surprised if he bought this bitch all cash. Let me see if he bought it cash. Cause that's the type of nigga Shannon Sharpe is. He ain't the type to finance it. Cause that's a big payment. He ain't the type to finance it. Let's look at the sales history. So it was sold in 2021 for 1.3 million. It was sold again for 2.4 million. So that was a flipper who bought it, rehabbed it, then sold it. And then it got listed for sale 2 years later by the people who bought that flip for 4.8 million. Shannon Sharpe negotiated his agent, his buyer's agent, negotiated it down about $600,000. I mean, he did okay. Honestly, I go back to this sales history. Like, bruh, y'all marked up y'all are charging 3 times the price it sold for in 2021. The retail value is 2.4 million, and now they marked it up by double. I'm sorry, Shannon Sharpe. Respectfully, my brother, you overpaid. You overpaid. But let's look at the comps, though. I mean, we might be doing a little too much. I ain't gonna lie. Let's look at the comps. 4.2 million right here. And this one sold for 2.2 million. Yeah, there ain't no way you getting me to. I mean, it's half the size is what they're saying. That they're saying it's half the size, but is it really? This one sold for 2.2 million in 2023. And then you gonna buy Shannon Sharpe. Come on now, bro. See, again, niggas got to put their pride to the side and hit up a real nigga. I could have told you overpaid. Look at this. This one's listed for 2.2 million right now, big dog. It is half the size, allegedly. They're saying it's half the size, but we don't really know until you go out there and measure the square footage. That's what they're saying. They're saying his is 10,000 square feet. I'm inclined to believe it. I'm looking at the county records right now. Looking at the county records right now. And the county has the total. Shannon Sharpe, you overpaid, brother. The county has the total taxable value at 1.3 million. Brother. My brother in Christ. So the first floor is 5,118 square feet. The second floor is 5,128 square feet. That's where they're getting that 10,000 square foot number. But it's really a house stacked on top of a house. The garage is 820 square feet. So that's a big garage. It's a big garage. It's like a small house. Yeah, my brother, you overpaid. Now you got to move too. And you just bought this house. Now they don't put your address out there. Now you got to move. Yo, fuck this bitch. I'm gonna see if he owns this LLC. If they updated the sales. Tioga Pines LLC is the owner. Let's see. Secretary of State, Nevada, business search. Doing a lot here. Let's go back to the picture of the house. Beautiful house, though, brother. Beautiful house. Let's see. So we're going to look up the LLC. Tioga Pines LLC. So we found it. The formation date was the 5th or the 15th of May, rather. And this one sold on the 17th of May. So he made the LLC 2 days before he bought the home. Smart. Let's see if he is listed as the registered owner on the LLC. Oh, the registered agent. So the registered agent is the law offices of Kurt A. Johnson, Esquire. So this is Shannon Sharpe's lawyer, his real estate lawyer, or maybe not his real estate lawyer, but his Kurt A. Johnson. He's got 4.5 stars on Google. So yeah, Kurt, he seems like a good lawyer. But yeah, he's Shannon Sharpe's probably real estate business lawyer. He is the registered agent on the property, and it doesn't have Shannon Sharpe's name listed anywhere on this. And they don't have a mailing address for the registered agent information, which is brilliant. I mean, Shannon Sharpe set up this LLC. Okay, so they have the manager of the LLC, which is Shelly Davis. I'm not sure who Shelly is, but I think that might be some kin to Shannon. But Shelly Davis is the manager on the LLC, and her address is here on the county website, but I'm not, or the business search website, but I'm not going to put it out there. But I will look it up for myself just to see like how she, so it's a, so she is, so it's a local UPS store. That's hilarious. So his, the manager of the LLC is Shelly Davis. I guess that's maybe, somebody on his team. So he must really trust Shelly. So, Shannon Sharpe is completely insulated from anything touching his real estate because he's not on any documents pertaining to this. It's just a mailing address. So brilliant move there, brother. Your home is beautiful. I think you overpaid, respectfully, but rich niggas do rich nigga shit. I can't find out if he bought it cash though. Oh, maybe I can. Here we go. Oh, no. No, he financed it. Damn. So it looks like he bought it for $44.2 million. Okay, so let's just do the math. So yeah, he did finance the house, unfortunately. I mean, that's fine. I'm not mad at him. But I'm just saying, Shannon, you should have hit me up. You could have got a better deal offering cash. Dude, I would have went in there. I would have said, this house isn't 10,000 square feet. I would have said this house is actually 5,100 square feet, and you're counting the second floor as more square footage. But that's not how you count square footage. You count square footage from the top down. So you count square footage based off of the area that the property, and I know people like to add the basement as square footage too. Look, I don't do that. Me personally, when I'm buying a house, I say the square footage is the area of the house. It's not, oh, my top floor got this much square feet. My second floor got this much square feet. My third floor got this. And then I got a basement. So now technically I got 20,000 square foot house. No. The square footage is the area of the house. It's not, I mean, come on now. Stop it. So they're saying the house is 10,000 square foot. It's really not. It's really, they're counting the second level. It's really 5,100 square feet. So compared to all the other comps in the area, like I'll just show you I mean, this is how, and this is just a finance lesson for you guys. According to all the other comps in the area, I mean, this one right here is 4,700 square feet. Oh, Shannon Sharpe, they got you, big dog. They got you to overpay, and you financed it, and you put 200,000 down, brother. That's money you'll never get back, big dog. So if I was his real estate agent, I would have said, so the average square foot is probably supposed to be around 476 square feet. And your house is 5,118 square feet, give or take. So this house is worth $2.43 million. 2.44 just to round up. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Round up 2.44 million. So your house is actually worth 2.44 million, Shannon. Respectfully. Love you, big dog, but you overpaid. You paid 4.2 million. I don't know how they sold you on that one, but it is what it is. Here's what happened. His buyer's agent came and got with the seller's agent, and the sellers were like, they put it on the market. They listed it for sale in April, and he bought that bitch up quick. Damn, Shannon, you should have let that bitch sit. That shit was going to sit, bruh. That shit was going to sit. Now, I don't know if there was a bidding war for the property, but god damn, Shannon Sharpe, you overpaid by almost 100%, my dog. This house is worth 2.5 million at best, not 4.2, brother. But his buyer's agent, oh yeah, this nigga got money, so let me get a huge commission. Dude, do you know what his buyer's agent made off of this deal? Holy shit. And the seller's agent, 3% commission is standard. So the buyer's agent made 3%, $128,000 off for one luxury deal. Boom. The buyer's agent made 3%. And then the seller's agent made the same thing. So his down payment was literally the agent's commission. Holy shit. Get this. His down payment was the agent's commission. And I'm not trying to count your pockets, Shannon Sharpe, but god damn, you should have hit me up. Nigga, we would have came in. We would have been like, so we saw that y'all bought this property for $2.4 million in 2022. It's only been 2 years. It hasn't appreciated 100% in 2 years. Golly. It hasn't appreciated 100% in 2 years, brother. I would have went in there. I would have said, look, my nigga's down payment was literally the agent's commission. Let that sink in. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm about to have a heart attack. Shannon Sharpe, I pray you see this video, and I pray you take no offense. I pray you see it as a constructive criticism. But, brother, next time you buy any piece of real estate, you better hit me up. I know I look like a dreadhead nigga in a tank top, but I know prices when it comes to real estate. And, I mean, damn near, I'm not a licensed appraiser, but I could be an appraiser as many properties as I look at. So, brother, you need to hit me up next time because you definitely overpaid and your buyer's agent fucking screwed you, for one. I expect the seller's agent to upsell you. It was listed by Michael Moed, and it was bought with Harvey Blankfeld. So Harvey Blankfeld completely screwed you. He upsold you with Michael Moed, who honestly, respectfully, looks like a Jewish lawyer or a Jewish real estate agent. Yeah. So here's the seller's. I mean, I'm not trying to put nobody on blast, but I mean, it is what it is. Here's the seller's agent, Michael Moed. And shout out to him. I respect anybody who's doing real estate, all this type of stuff, whatever. He made $128,000 off of this deal. Shout out to him and his lovely wife. Obviously, you see he got the Rolex. So he made a lot of money off of the Shannon Sharpe deal. Let's see. And then the buyer's agent, who I fault more than anybody, the Michael Moed, the listing agent, he did what he was supposed to do. Upsell, upsell, upsell. That was brilliant. He did the best for his client. He did the most for his client. But Harvey Blankfeld with Berkshire Hathaway, you screwed my dog Shannon Sharpe. You know that property was not worth no damn $4 million. And you know what his response is going to be? And I get it. I'm in the real estate, but a property is worth what a buyer will pay. And discussion's over right there. Decades of experience in the real estate, Las Vegas real estate market. Specialize in overpriced real estate. Sorry, Shannon Sharpe, but your guy screwed you. Even PropStream says that the property is only worth $798,000. And I'm looking through the pictures, the interior pictures. It's a nice home, little pool in the back, small ass pool for one though. The pool is tiny compared to 4.2 million. It's tiny. Let's see. So, and literally, this is how I know he overpaid, because there's no fucking comps. There's literally no comps. Let's see. Sorry, I'm doing a lot of I just love real estate, and I'm kind of annoyed that Shannon. See, look, bro. Every property that sold recently within 4,000 square feet and 6,000 square feet have been sold for way less. I'm just going to say way less. We got 2741 Tioga Pine Circle, 1.02 million. 1.02 million, and that one is 5,000 square feet, just 100 square feet less than Shannon Sharpe's house. Jesus, brother, you overpaid. Damn. And I know Shannon Sharpe ain't going broke. He got the money, but damn, you could have got a better deal if you would have hit me up, big dog. I would have went in there. I would have said, look, this a rich nigga. We going to cash it out, but we only paying. You'd be hard pressed to get me to pay even the 2.4 million that the other buyer paid for it, honestly. I ain't gonna lie. But, I'll give you 2.5, 2.6. Call it a day. But, yeah, I'm seeing 1 million, 1.1 million, 800,000, 2.1 million. And I know they recently renovated it in 2021, I believe. And that's how they got the 2.4 million. From 1.3 to 2.4 because of the renovations. So I don't know what the renovations look like. I only know what the front of the house renovations look like. And it's beautiful. I'm not going to lie. But you overpaid, Shannon Sharpe. And respectfully, just hit me up next time you buy a house. And I promise you, I will get you a better deal than that. Because Harvey Blankfeld, yeah, he fucking screwed you. Yeah, he fucked you. Like, you don't have any equity in the home. You're in debt for more than what the home is worth. You're in $4.1 million of debt, which obviously he could pay it off. I know he got the money, but let's see how much he's paying on his mortgage. So you got a 5.53% adjustable interest rate. Adjustable, that means they can raise it. Oh, and his loan payment is $23,000 a month. No, Unc. They fucking screwed you on this deal. And you're paying 5.53% interest. Yeah, that's a good interest rate now, but that's not a good interest rate in general. You want to be between 2 to 4, especially on a big ass house like this. Damn. And I know your credit score good, so and they still fucked you on the interest rate. Fuck. But hey, interest rates are determined on a 30-year yield, so hey, I mean, hell. He got the best interest rate that he could at the time because interest rates were up to 6.7, but $23,000 a month, yeah, no thanks. $2 million over the actual property value, yeah, I think I'm going to skip this one. I'll keep looking. But he was probably in a rush. Just rent somewhere until you can find a home, Shay, big dog. Love you, bro, but you overpay for your house. And this is a guy who, I mean, I Shannon Sharpe. I mean, I watched this film. I studied the game. I studied him. I studied a lot of guys, but he's one of my favorite tight ends. So yeah, next time you buy a house, Shannon Sharpe, hit me up because you paid $2 million. You paid, I mean, you paid over 100% more than what the house was worth. So got to do better next time. But anyways, let's get back into the suit. Plaintiff Jane Doe, or Gabrielle, Gabriella. Is it Gabriella? Yeah, Gabriella Zuniga is an individual residing in Clark County. So they put his address out there. Both defendant and the plaintiff reside here. Oh, hell no. Now she's trying to claim that she lives with him? Holy shit. So she's claiming his mailing address. And here's why. Because if a woman has a piece of mail sent to your address, technically you are in a common law relationship now. So if you're dating a woman casually and she tries to send mail to your home, don't allow her to, because she can literally say, hey, this is my mailing address and you can't evict me. So she can technically claim that she lives here and have him removed from the home. Oh, this is bad. Both defendant and the plaintiff reside here. I can't believe she's literally claiming his home as if she lives there. The relief requested is within the minimum jurisdictional limits of this court. Pursuant to Nevada law, venue is proper in Clark County, Nevada. This is the county where defendant resides, and he acts, events, transactions, and omissions that form the basis of this lawsuit occurred in whole or in part in Clark County, Nevada. Defendant Shannon Sharpe is a former NFL superstar and a well-known sports media personality. After a 14-season career in the NFL, he is considered by some to be one of the greatest tight ends of all time. He is a 3-time Super Bowl champion, and he was recently inducted into the NFL Hall of Fame. Upon retirement, Sharpe transitioned into CBS Sport broadcasting, quickly achieving success in the industry. Sharpe spent several years at CBS Sports. They're giving him a fucking bio before moving to Fox, where over a decade he built a reputation for his strong opinions and hot takes. In 2023, Sharpe joined ESPN, where he remains employed today. In addition to working at ESPN's First Take, Sharpe hosts his own widely followed podcast, interviewing high-profile athletes, entertainers, and public figures. Sharpe claims he made as much as $6 million from one episode of his podcast and is alleged to be signing a multi-million-dollar deal with Volume Media Group. Sharpe's legacy extends beyond the field of media, and in one glaring area, it is not good. Sharpe has documented history of abusing and mistreating women, where, as an example, he is currently a defendant in a lawsuit before the Supreme Court of New York facing claims from a woman of intentional infliction of emotional distress. Wow. Another bullshit case. Among other allegations, many of the factual allegations in the New York case are eerily similar to his actions toward plaintiffs here. So basically, these hoes are getting similar lawyers who are talking in their circles and conspiring against Shannon Sharpe. That's what it looks like. According to the New York lawsuit, Sharpe forcefully subdued the plaintiff in the case, forcing her to her knees and subjecting her to non-consensual oral sex despite her repeated protests. So, okay, this is another one that stumps the whole case. Bitch, unless I have a gun to your head or a knife to your throat, there's no way you can give non-consensual oral sex unless she's a minor. Because at one point, it doesn't cross your mind to bite his dick off. I mean, even then, like, even if you're not, how can you force a bitch to suck a dick without a weapon? It just doesn't make sense. When she resisted, he persisted. He would not take no for an answer. According to the New York lawsuit, the plaintiff therein feared for her safety, just as plaintiff fears for her safety now. The New York lawsuit further alleged that Sharpe escalated to non-consensual vaginal penetration, all while telling her that he would make it so no other man would want her. These words were apparently not a one-time thing, so that's his go-to line. Oh, I'm dead. Shannon, I mean, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Who told you that was a bar, nigga? Which hoe told you, which bitch told you that was a bar? Because that's not a bar. I'm gonna make sure I fuck shit out you so no other man wants you. Come again? No, seriously, don't come. Do not come, like Kamala Harris said. Plaintiff herein too has heard Sharpe say those exact words to her. Yeah, it's called game. It's called recycled lines on the same or a different bitch. In September 2024, Sharpe live-streamed himself on accident having sex with a woman. Upon information and belief, he did so on purpose to seek media exposure and to attract social media views and attention. Hold on. Upon information and belief, so another salacious claim that he did it for attention. To live stream himself, he would have to had deliberately swipe right on Instagram to activate the live stream. I mean, it's not deliberate because you can pocket dial, so obviously accidents happen with a touchscreen phone. That's kind of common sense. Sharpe claims it was accidental. However, discreetly recording sex without his partner's knowledge is something he is known to do. He did so with the plaintiff herein. And like I told you guys, I definitely think you should record with or without the bitch knowledge, respectfully, for your safety and hers. Plaintiff, I mean, you don't share it, though. That's for you. Plaintiff, but I don't believe he shared it, like sent it. He might have said, hey, bro, look, I was fucking this bitch. You probably shouldn't do that, but it's guys. I mean, bitches do the same shit. Plaintiff discovered that Sharpe had been secretly recording their sexual encounters without her consent, as she was him. When she confronted him, he summarily dismissed her concerns, claiming the videos were for his own personal use. That, too, was a lie upon information and belief. So no proof. Sharpe, on multiple occasions, shared the recordings with his friends and associates. How did he share it? At one point, he even forced plaintiff to have sex with him while FaceTiming one of his childhood friends named Bucket. I will say, this is some country shit. Country niggas do that, especially in the deep south. Me personally, I don't do that. That's kind of gay to FaceTime your homie fucking a bitch. But I do get it. I get the, hey, bro, look, I'm in the pussy. I get it. Like, I mean, if one of my homeboys did that to me, like literally one of my you know what I'm saying? Like niggas do that shit. Like, hey, bro, I bet you wish this was you right now fucking a bitch type shit. You know, it's just funny shit. You know, guys, I mean, we just do funny shit. I think it's funny, but I also don't think he probably should have did that with this bitch. But again, she's a freak, so she probably was down for it. Whenever plaintiff would get up the courage to object to Sharpe's outrageous conduct, which was not often, he would aggressively and angrily put her back in her place. Shannon Sharpe isn't just a sports icon. He's something far worse. He is a flawed, narcissistic individual who has spent years using his fame, power, and influence to manipulate, control, subjugate, and violate women. With this suit, plaintiff intends to put an end to his egregious conduct. Yeah, right. You definitely gonna have to move differently, though, Big Shay Shay. You definitely gonna have to get the consent forms, NDA and consent forms. I know you tried the NDA, but the bitch wasn't going for it, and you should have said fuck her, fuck you then. January 23rd or January 2023, the beginning of a consensually deeply manipulative relationship. More bullshit. Sharpe first met plaintiff at a Los Angeles gym in early 2023. Sharpe would deliberately watch Doe in such a way to make sure she knew he was watching her. One day, as plaintiff finished a set and turned around, she found Sharpe standing inches behind her. Dude, that's bullshit. I don't believe that. Sharpe told her he had noticed her at the gym and wondered why she had not introduced herself. And I mean, that's game. This was the first time they spoke, and she probably noticed him noticing her, noticing him, noticing her. Plaintiff at the time, who had just turned 20 years old, was caught off guard and was face-to-face with a 54-year-old man she had never met. Plaintiff did not know at the time who Shannon Sharpe was. She did not know what to say nor how to feel about his advances. During the first conversation, Sharpe proposed a challenge a competition to see who could lean out faster. The prize? If plaintiff won, he would buy her fake tits. Plaintiff was stunned. The implication that he needed or wanted such a thing was wildly inappropriate. And she probably heard that and got excited, like, ooh, new body, new me. You know how these bitches are. She wanted them fake tits. Fuck out of here. Hearing it from a stranger more than 30 years her senior made it even more disturbing. Throughout their subsequent encounters at the gym, Sharpe made sure plaintiff understood who he was, celebrity and TV personality. Over the following weeks, Sharpe made him see you can't flex who you are. You can't flex who you are. The bitch is discovery over disclosure. Discovery over disclosure. Discovery over disclosure. Shannon Sharpe. Discovery over disclosure. Look into the camera. Look into my eyes. Discovery over disclosure. Big dog. You know, little critiques here and there, but you know, I'm not really seeing anything crazy. Over the following weeks, Sharpe made himself unavoidable. And y'all know bitches will literally avoid the fuck out of you. All of us know how a bitch will ghost. So don't talk about some unavoidable. He was at the gym when she was. He constantly called and texted demanding she come to his Beverly Glen mansion. Plaintiff repeatedly declined and made up excuses to make her seem too busy to see him. But he would not stop. Sharpe would not be deterred. Eventually, plaintiff gave in. But before she could meet him outside of the gym, Sharpe made another demand. She had to sign a non-disclosure agreement, an NDA. He refused to explain why and would not let her see a copy of the proposed agreement. He simply insisted she sign one. Plaintiff refused after multiple attempts. When he realized she was not cooperating, he finally dropped the issue, which he shouldn't have done. Revealed from the start the violent, aggressive, and controlling nature of Shannon Sharpe. The first night plaintiff went to Sharpe's house, the experience was unlike anything she had dealt with before, disturbing, unsettling, and given his subsequent conduct very illuminating. When plaintiff arrived at his house, Sharpe opened the door to his Beverly Glen mansion without a word, no greeting, no acknowledgement, no small talk, without so much as looking at plaintiff. He simply turned away from her, opening the door, and walked upstairs. So this is the walk around, make yourself at home game. I'm not mad at it. I would just say you don't bring a bitch when you're a rich nigga like this and you're in a $4 million home. You don't bring it. Well, it's a $2 million home that he bought for $4 million. So we're just for the sake of argument, we're going to say it's a $4 million home. It's not. It really isn't. But he bought it for $4 million. He overpaid. We're going to say it's a $4 million home. Anywho, he's trying to do discovery over disclosure game right here where look around the house, see how dope this house is. But big dog, you can impress a bitch just as well with a high-rise condo on the Vegas Strip, or take the bitch to Caesar's Palace on the Vegas Strip, like in a penthouse. You don't have to bring her to on the first go. Don't bring her to the home. That's what I'd say. But as a rich nigga, now you regular niggas, yeah, I mean, you may be able to swing it just because, I mean, you're a regular nigga and a bitch not really looking for a $50 million payout from you. But as a rich nigga, no, you don't bring her to the $4 million pad, big dog. I get it. She's young. She's cute. She's hot. I get it. I understand it. But game has to trump the lust. The game must always be played. Now, I get what he's doing. Look around the house. I ain't even going to say nothing. Just look around. I ain't even got to say shit. Just look around. That's that move right there, if this is true. And I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt and say this was partially true. I really can't see a Southern nigga not saying, hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? I'm going to go up there real quick. Nigga, hey, how you doing? I'm going to go up there real quick. Make yourself at home. Get some water. You want some water? Yeah, go ahead and make yourself at home. I'm going to go ahead and get some water right quick. I don't believe he didn't say anything. We got 666 people in the building watching. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you share the video. Make sure you retweet the video. If you are watching on X, like the video and retweet the video. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you hit the subscribe button and like the video, share the video. We are debunking Gabriella Zuniga's fake-ass claims against Shannon Sharpe. So, yeah, fuck that bitch. And we keep going. Plaintiff hesitated but followed as she did not know what else to do or where else to go. When they reached the bedroom, Sharpe pointed out Sharpe pointed to the bed before disappearing into the bathroom and shutting the door behind him. He still had not said a word. Plaintiff sat on the bed, waiting, unsure of what to expect or if she should leave. Roughly 5 minutes later, he finally emerged, but still he had nothing. Instead, he said nothing. Instead, he turned off all the lights and laid down on his bed. So he getting right to business. Plaintiff, uncomfortable and unsure of what to do, laid down as well. For roughly 10 minutes, there was nothing but silence. Yeah, make a bitch sit in that silence in the mansion. I mean, I understand the play. Make a bitch sit in silence in the mansion. That's kind of dope. It's kind of a dope play. I'm not going to lie. But you can't bring her to the mansion so soon, big dog. You got to take her to the penthouse. You got to take her to the apartment. But you paying $23,000 a month in mortgage with a 5.53% interest rate. I understand why you can't get an apartment. You overpaid for the house. Now I fuck with you, Shannon. But brother, hit me up next time. Hit me up, bro. I promise you, you will never overpay for a property fucking with me. Pause. Then, without warning, Sharpe placed his hands on plaintiff's neck from behind, pressed his erect penis against her body, and said his first words of the night. I knew from the first time let me read it in his voice. I knew from the first time I saw you that I was gonna fuck you. Oh, I knew from the first time I saw you that I was gonna fuck you. Doe and Sharpe then engaged in oral sex. As they did, Doe at some point realized Sharpe was using his phone. He was apparently recording her. Plaintiff could see that he was trying to be discreet, but it was obvious what he was doing, and she probably was fucking with it. She said nothing, scared to confront him for what he might do or say. When it ended, he rolled over and went to sleep. At some point later during the night, Sharpe woke up, grabbed Plaintiff by her vagina, and began having sex with her. So he woke her up to the dick, which bitches literally are begging for. The next morning, Sharpe woke up at roughly 4 a.m. to shoot a media segment for sports television. He woke Plaintiff up as well and told her she needed to leave. Ah! He said, bitch, you ain't walking behind the camera and fucking up my shit. But he informed her that, I'm dead. Told that bitch to leave at 4 a.m. Woo! That's an early start. Grand rising, bitch. Get the fuck out. Now that's player. That's player. 4 a.m. Get your ass out. Good job, Shannon Sharpe. She had to be back by 9 p.m. exactly. The following night, Plaintiff arrived at Sharpe's house at approximately 9:05 p.m., just 5 minutes past the time he had demanded. The moment he opened the door, Plaintiff experienced his rage for the first time. Sharpe immediately launched into a verbal assault. He screamed at Plaintiff, berating her for what felt like hours. He accused her of disrespecting him, wasting his time, and warned that if she wanted to be with the Shannon Sharpe, she would have to learn obedience. So, she came 9:05 instead of 9 p.m. Well, I mean, he asked for punctuality. I mean, that's good. That's a compliance test. But I don't believe he yelled at her. I think he talked to her sternly. Maybe. Or maybe he did it playfully. I can't really see him getting mad about that, honestly. Plaintiff was terrified and feared for her physical safety. Still enraged, Sharpe turned off the lights, grabbed her neck, and just like the night before, began having sexual intercourse with her. This cycle of control, fear, and submission became routine. Yelling at her, controlling her, forcibly grabbing her by the neck when he got upset, saying he was going to kill her, and asserting dominance became the norm. That's bullshit. Over the next year and a half, Plaintiff saw Sharpe at his house as often as 4 times a week. Sharpe continued to treat her like an object, rightfully so. He continued to control her, not just physically, but emotionally and psychologically. He demanded complete control over her time and body, expecting her to be at his house on schedule at his command. I mean, the nigga wakes up at 4 a.m., so of course he wants you to come at 9. He get his little freak on. He go to sleep by 12, and he wake up at 4 a.m. to do it all over again. I don't see what's wrong with that. Expecting her to be at his house on his schedule at his command whenever he called. The verbal abuse never stopped. He would berate and degrade Plaintiff just as he had from the beginning. One time specifically, he was yelling at her while there was a ChatGPT definitely wrote this, was a firearm visibly in his room. Terrified for her safety, Plaintiff tried sharing her location with friends from her iPhone just in case. But Sharpe saw her doing this. The moment he realized that, or what she was doing, he grabbed her by the neck and told her, if you ever do that again, I will fucking kill you. All cap. Summer of 2024, Sharpe's control turns abusive. The relationship becomes fearful and non-consensual. Sharpe's aggression and rage continued to escalate to the point that plaintiff's friends began to fear for her safety. For example, when plaintiff was with her friends, they could hear Sharpe yelling at her over the phone and would ask her if she was safe and if she was okay. All right, can we name some of these witnesses? In the summer of 2024, plaintiff and Sharpe each moved to Las Vegas for their own reasons. So yes, this is the house that I showed you was indeed Shannon Sharpe's home. Now he's going to have to move, and he's not going to be able to sell the house because he overpaid, unfortunately. Sharpe liked to say that the plaintiff followed him to Vegas, but that too is a lie. Once in Vegas, Sharpe again insisted that plaintiff sign an NDA. She refused, and again he persisted, but after enough resistance, he let it go and continued seeing her multiple times a week, which he should have never done that. His behavior did not change. He remained erratic, controlling, and verbally abusive, all while telling plaintiff that he was committed to sexually exclusive relationship with her, which isn't a crime. To tell a bitch that I'm only fucking with you and fuck with another bitch, not a crime. Then in September 2024, Sharpe humiliated plaintiff. He live streamed himself having sex with another woman on Instagram, but nobody even knew you, bitch. Nobody knew who you were. How are you humiliated? Nobody knew who you were. Nobody knew you was fucking with nobody. And she probably told her friend group, oh, you still gonna stay with him? Yes, bitch. He lives in a $4 million home. That's probably what she was telling her friends. Dumbass. He live streamed himself having sex with another woman on Instagram for over 1.1 million followers to see. Oh, more people saw that, trust me. He later made jest of the incident on his podcast, Club Shay Shay, and show Nightcap, but for plaintiff, it was anything but funny. He had repeatedly assured her they were in an exclusive relationship, albeit unhealthy and abusive. Cap. This was a lie that not only hurt her emotionally, it made her fear for her sexual health and the risk of a sexually transmitted disease, but she still kept fucking with him. At that point, plaintiff began to pull away from Sharpe. She stopped answering his phone calls and stopped telling him where she was when he would demand to know. Plaintiff's feeble attempts at freedom and independence further upset Sharpe. He began flooding her phone with calls, demanding to know where she was. He called relentlessly multiple times per hour. I hope, you know. Hey, another player rule, player code. When you lose a bitch, let her go. When you lose a bitch, let her go. Period. Point blank. I don't want to hear no excuses. I don't want to hear nothing. You lose a bitch, let her go. The harassment became so unbearable, plaintiff frequently began leaving Nevada, determined to cut off communication, resist his efforts to control her, and attempt to reclaim some control of her life. It took courage for plaintiff to make this effort. She remained terrified, and even though she was thousands of miles away. Sharpe simply would not accept independence or freedom for plaintiff. In October 2024, just after plaintiff returned from Europe, Sharpe's behavior became more aggressive, more angry, aggressive, and now violent. Cap. Sharpe sexually assaults, or October 6, 2024, Sharpe sexually assaults and rapes plaintiff and threatens, I'm going to make it so no man will want you again. So that's the old nigga game. Yeah, you probably shouldn't say that because it's that wouldn't be my go-to line, I'm just saying. But I understand what he's saying. Yeah, I'm gonna fuck the shit out you so bad that ain't no nigga gonna want you because your hole's gonna be gaped. That's what he's talking about. On October 6, 2024, plaintiff was working out at a Nevada gym. Following her usual routine as she worked out, she saw Sharpe aggressively approaching her. She could tell by his look and the way he moved quickly towards her that he was furious for having been ignored. As soon as he got close, he told her, sit the fuck down or I'm going to kill you. Now, come on. Come the fuck on. Plaintiff refused. I don't want to talk to you. You cheated on me. His response was dismissive and controlling as usually. You don't have a choice. Sharpe demanded that they talk in private. Again, plaintiff told him no. She made it clear she did not want to talk to him, be alone with him, or want him to come home, or want him coming to her home. But Sharpe didn't care. He never took no for an answer. Sharpe forced plaintiff under threat to get into his car and go to her house. So another player rule, if you cheat on a bitch, you get caught and she doesn't accept you back. If she doesn't accept you back, like you get caught, she says we're done, and like you're hitting her up and she's not responding and you're trying to make peace and she's not responding, it's dead, bro. But honestly, I don't even think that was the case in this. I think the Michelle shit happened. She probably pulled back for a little bit, but then she was like, all right, I'm coming back through. Once Sharpe was inside her apartment, so she invited him to her house. Once Sharpe was inside her apartment, plaintiff tried to keep the conversation in the living room, but Sharpe refused. He demanded they go to the bedroom. She said no. He didn't listen, nor did he care. Once inside the bedroom, Sharpe grabbed her from behind and forcibly positioned her to perform oral sex. He held her in place and then forced her to begin performing. He became even angrier and said, "You've disrespected me so much. I'm going to punish this asshole. I'm going to make it so no man will ever want you again." So he put that thing up in a booty hole. Plaintiff at this time was crying and sobbing. Tears streamed down her face as Sharpe repositioned her and took her from behind and inserted his penis into her anus. As he forcibly anally raped her, he said, "Turn around and look at me." Sharpe grabbed her hand. I'm not laughing because it's rape. I'm laughing because it's so fucking fake. "Turn around and look at me." Sharpe grabbed her head, forcing her to look at him as she sobbed. He said at that point, "Look at this. Look at my arm. I've got chills. That's how good this is." I'm dead. So, I mean, he's known to do the freaky talk. "Come on now, heel. Come on now, Gabriella. Come on, hey. Come on now. Look at my arms. Look at my, hey, I got chills. I got chills running down for you. You got these chills running down from me, from my arms, from this asshole." Shannon Sharpe forced himself on the plaintiff and raped her, allegedly. Despite her sobbing in agony as it happened, he told her in the moment as she was crying that the experience was so good, it was giving him chills. Sharpe's behavior demonstrates that he believed plaintiff to be his personal property, possessed and owned by him. He also believed that the laws did not apply to him, that he could take what he wanted, and that no one would ever stop him. He was and is wrong. So why didn't she file a criminal complaint? January 2025, Sharpe sexually assaults and rapes plaintiff, ignoring her screams and refusing to wear a condom. On January 2nd, 2025, Sharpe told plaintiff he wanted to see her. Sharpe persisted and reminded plaintiff. So the first alleged rape happened when he pulled up to her crib. Now he's saying he wants to see her again. And this is how you do it. Like, you pull up to their crib, not the other way around. Sharpe told plaintiff he wanted to see her. Sharpe persisted and reminded plaintiff that he had a combined Christmas and birthday gift to give her. As he previously promised her a gift, she ultimately allowed him to come over to her apartment. She regrets that decision. Once inside her apartment, Sharpe began undressing plaintiff, firmly stated multiple times that they would not have sex without protection, demanding that he wear a condom. She knew that in the past he refused to ever use condoms and believed that her demand would stop him from having sex with her. But although he refused to use a condom, he still insisted on sex. She tried to resist him. She screamed. She had already expressed concerns for her safety, knowing that he had been involved with other women, increasing the risk of transmitting a disease. The more she begged, Sharpe became more aggressive and made it clear he would not wear a condom and he was going to have his way with her. Sharpe grabbed her, pulling her and positioning her to perform oral sex, which lasted for roughly 2 minutes. Then Sharpe repositioned her and forced oral again. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how that's possible, but okay. Then Sharpe repositioned her and roughly forced himself inside her. Plaintiff never stopped demanding and begging that he stop or put on a condom. Sharpe ignored her. As soon as he penetrated her, plaintiff screamed and sobbed. Her cries for help did nothing to stop Sharpe. I mean, this is so fake. It's actually hilarious. The assault lasted roughly 10 minutes, ending only when Sharpe ejaculated inside her. So he busts a blank because allegedly he is vasectomized, I guess. Plaintiff cried and begged repeatedly for him to stop. Plaintiff left Nevada after the assault. Plaintiff brings these causes of action in his honorable court to recover damages as outlined below. It is imperative that Shannon Sharpe and those like him are held accountable for their actions to prevent from engaging in further sexual assault and sodomy and harming future victims. So, is anybody else rock hard right now? No, I'm just kidding. Oh, it's a joke. It's a joke. Fuck out of here if you don't have a sense of humor. That was funny. All right, first claim for relief: assault, sexual assault, battery, and sexual battery. All right. Plaintiff hereby incorporates each of the foregoing paragraphs as if fully set forth herein. As alleged herein, defendant Sharpe willfully and unlawfully used threats and physical force on plaintiff. In using willful and unlawful force on plaintiff, defendant Sharpe intended to cause a harmful or offensive contact. Excuse me. The threats were intended to control plaintiff. The harmful and offensive contact intended by defendant Sharpe, in fact, occurred. The threats, as well as the harmful and offensive contact by defendant Sharpe, caused plaintiff to suffer harm. Sharpe's conduct proximately caused injury to plaintiff. Plaintiff has sustained and will sustain pain and suffering, psychological and emotional distress, mental anguish, embarrassment, and humiliation. According to plaintiff, is entitled to recovery against defendant for the damages proximately caused by defendant's conduct in an amount to be determined at trial. Second claim for relief: intentional infliction of emotional distress. Plaintiff reallege each aforementioned allegation as if fully incorporated below. Sharpe engaged in conduct that is extreme and outrageous so as to exceed the bounds of decency in a civilized society. Namely, he caused plaintiff to experience mental suffering by causing her to worry about her safety and well-being. Time and time again, he reinforced that fear with verbal threats. Sharpe engaged in this conduct intentionally, knowingly, and willfully. Sharpe's conduct, so notice how it's verbal threats and not written or texted threats. So there's no evidence of these threats. Sharpe's conduct proximately caused injury to plaintiff. How? Physical injury? What kind of injury? This is how the feminists speak goes unchecked. Plaintiff has sustained and will sustain pain and suffering, psychological and emotional distress, mental anguish, embarrassment, and humiliation, but no physical harm done. Accordingly, plaintiff, and that wasn't in the suit, that was me ad-libbing, just for the record. Accordingly, plaintiff is entitled to recovery against defendant for the damages proximately caused by defendant's conduct in an amount to be determined at trial, which she's asking $50 million. Thus, in addition to actual damages, plaintiff seeks punitive damages, and such damages are not subject to capping. Plaintiff herein demands a jury trial and tenders all appropriate fees with this complaint. Whereof plaintiff reserving the right to amend the complaint prior to or during the trial of this matter, praise judgment against defendant as follows: general damages in the sum or excess of 10 million, special damages in the sum or excess of 10 million, punitive damages in the sum in excess of 20 million, statutory penalties in the sum or excess of 10 million. You got me fucked up, bitch. You're gonna take this 4 for 4 from Wendy's and get the fuck on. Yeah, we ain't going for that. We ain't going for that. Attorney's fees and costs of litigation, interest at the statutory rate, such other and further relief the court deems reasonable under the premises. Yeah, he should sue. He should countersue and just put her in debt with the state. She obviously can't pay anything back, but he should seek damages for the libel. I mean, this is definitely a bullshit ass lawsuit. And just so you know, if the bitches bring a civil suit instead of a criminal suit, then it's fake. So, yes, we don't trust these hoes. Or rather, sorry. No, we don't trust these hoes. No, we don't trust these hoes. All bitches make fake allegations, fake rape allegations directly or indirectly. Period. 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 And I'm standing on that. All bitches make false allegations directly or indirectly, whether they're repeating a false allegation or making one against a man themselves. So that's the whole suit. Till we get more documentation, we will be following this closely. all the simps, all the haters are going to condemn him in the court of public opinion. But no, we're standing with this brother. We don't believe this. She is making a false allegation against a black man. And it's easy to do so because of the history of this country and all that good stuff. So we know this is fake. We're standing with our brother Shannon Sharpe. Shannon, next time you buy a $4 million property that is really only worth $2 million, hit me up, brother. You will not be overpaying. I will definitely get you a better deal. Your buyer's agent, the guy from Berkshire Hathaway, totally fucking screwed you. You're pretty much in debt for a house that you don't have any equity in because you overpaid. So now it's like, okay, can you sell it based off of my name? Okay, this was Shannon Sharpe house. Now it's $5 million. Maybe, but I mean, it looks like he's being really private with the estate. So, and you know, a lot of times when a celebrity sells their house, they don't want to, you know, let you know that it was their house, because then you might try and penny pitch him and say, hey, you got enough money, let me offer this, right? So you see Jeff Bezos when he sold, or I think he bought a house and then he got a really good deal on it, or he bought some like estate or something. He got a really good deal on it, and then the person he bought it from is suing the agent because he asked the agent if it was somebody like famous or rich or something like that, and they were like, no, it's not. So Jeff Bezos is, I mean, he's not in trouble about that. It's just, you know, they sued him because they got a better deal than what he was willing to give, because if he knew it was Jeff Bezos buying his home, he would have charged him triple, right? So shout out to Khalil G. He says, what does this 304 look like? We don't know. And anybody who knows me, I read my chats whether they're paid or not. I don't care if you're super chatting or if you're just a regular chatter on X, on YouTube, on Rumble. Doesn't matter. I'll read your chat. So get your chats in right now. This is a Q&A. We got a couple minutes left. The Shannon Sharpe situation is it's playing out. We don't believe it. You need more people. It's a bullshit ass case. And I'm going to go live on TikTok. And talk about it as well after this while I play Call of Duty, because my girl just got me a PS5. So, yeah. So anybody got any more questions? Nope. Nobody got questions. All right. I appreciate everybody for joining the stream. Y'all already know what it is, man. It's your boy Reclaim Your Throne. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. See your relationship questions, email down below, or the screenshot of your cash app so I know you're paying attention. Yeah, to be on your motherfucking with the BS. And you already know, Reclaim Your Throne. Also, get the Reclaim Your Throne Elite D1 training course. It is 80% off for the next 2 hours. So if you go ahead and get that course right now, get in the best shape of your, get in the best shape of your fucking life right now, dude. Like, for real. I'm not playing with your bitch ass. You will be able to demand whatever in life if you get your body right, your mind right, and your pockets right. Okay. So with that being said, I appreciate everybody for joining the stream. Shannon Sharpe is officially vindicated in my book after hearing the bitch said 25,000 a cheek. Yeah, all right, bitch. More like $25 a cheek and a 4 Wendy's basket, bitch. But anyways, you already know what it is. It's your boy Reclaim Your Throne. I'm out. Peace.
Want to become an elite level athlete? Well, look no further. The Reclaim Your Throne Elite D1 training course is all you need to take your performance from subpar to the creme de la creme of athletes all around the world. The purpose of this course is to give you a comprehensive weight training, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance program that is meant to prepare young athletes for collegiate and professional sports. This course is packed with over 2 hours of creative, action-packed lifts narrated and coached by yours truly to assure increased strength, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance. Hey, I get it. Training alone can be tough and can even make you feel misguided or somewhat unmotivated. But with this course, I walk you step by step through each and every lift to make sure you're using the proper form to prevent injuries and that you're hitting the correct muscle groups to render maximum results. So what are you waiting for? It's now or never. So go ahead and get the training course today so you too can reclaim your throne.